Man, I was watching the news report of the whole Kobe Bryant shit, yo. Why one of these newscasters called the Los
Yes,
Angeles
bro.
Lakers the
The
Los
Los
Angeles
Angeles niggers,
Niggers?
bro. Like, what the
Bro,
fuck?
I was like, okay. How do you make that mistake, though? Lakers? Niggers? What?
I think it was a
24.
dare. I think
A
then it
dare?
was
24 is in the chat for Kobe.
then it was
A
a dare.
dare?
Yeah, then it was a
Nigga,
That's
dare.
crazy. They still think it might be a conspiracy.
everybody gonna think conspiracy.
Hey, I'm live right now.
I feel
Just so
like it's
niggas
gonna
know.
be one of those things. I think it's gonna be one of those things where it's similar to like Michael Jackson.
Mm. Think
We
he didn't really die?
live, baby.
Not we laugh.
I don't know. It was just
What
crazy
type of
finding out,
streaming
yo.
is? So today I decided for Sunday we're going to do a podcast and we're gonna do a like
Hey,
poodle version of Hot One.
Leak watching the stream right now. Leako.
Hi.
Yeah, what up, Bleak?
We're gonna do like a poodle version of Hot One where I told all of these lovely, beautiful black people to hit me with the most personal question that they can think of that they want to ask me while I'm eating wings trying to answer it. So it's gonna be
I just thought of a
really
good one.
oh gosh. This is gonna
Let me
be
write it down.
very
Leak say what's up, y'all.
Yo, what up, Bleak?
hello. Yeah. We're gonna talk about different topics though. I don't want y'all to think that it's strictly just them interviewing me. Some of the topics related to, games, related to anime, cosplay, black community stuff, We had a good last year, which now is 2020. Last year we had a really good first podcast. I thought it was like really dope. I finally got another girl to chime in, so it's not just my input. Waiting on the Warhead podcast.
The worst gen podcast you meant?
No, it says Warhead.
I've never heard of them.
What is Warhead faces? He said, how's kickboxing? Kickboxing is good. It's fun. I go tomorrow at 9:00. Yo, my body was hurting the entire time I was at work. My one coworker was like, oh, you're so funny. He pushed me harmlessly, and I was just like, ah.
Yeah, okay.
Don't hurt me.
Damn. I seen you on your workout journey. Shit, good shit.
Yes.
Good shit.
So what I'm doing is every week I'm just gonna show progress photos.
That's what's up, G.
Just to
stay consistent.
show where I am.
Stay consistent.
I am. I'm doing it 3 times a day, and then when it starts getting easy, I'm gonna add weightlifting into it and get heavier boxing gloves.
Ooh.
But I think the trainer thinks that I should like really like get into kickboxing, like actually compete.
Yeah. Got them legs, got them long kicks.
Kind of like my face.
He's like, I kind of like my face.
I like my face though.
Yeah.
The
but
sour
hey, low
candy.
key. But if you get beat the fuck up,
who eating candy?
If you get beat the fuck up, you could like then cosplay as Buddy from JoJo Part 4.
Really?
Highway a Go-Go dude.
Highway Go-Go. Yeah, that would be funny.
Oh, you're saying like for another challenge to do sour instead of spicy? I would love to do sour. I love sour. So
hey, yo, we gotta do that.
That'd be dope.
We gotta do that spicy ramen challenge, bro. I hear that shit is insane.
I've heard about that shit. I don't know if I want to do that.
My boss told me he did it twice and threw up.
That's not what I want to do. So, yeah.
That doesn't sound appealing.
That doesn't sound like it's tasteful at all. It just sounds like it's just death.
Gotta do
spicy
it,
ramen is boo boo.
Hey, Rome Devon, this you on commenting on
Colors? Do you have your camera?
Right, let me make you a moderator.
Yeah, man, that was when I had an old ass YouTube page.
I made you a moderator.
I'm gonna go pick up my wings, y'all. I'll be
right
back.
Wait, what does that mean?
That means your messages come up blue, so I'll know that it's you.
I'm gonna go pick up my wings.
Oh, okay. I'm watching the stream actually right now. They give you that viewership, bro. I got you.
My nigga.
While on this shit,
like the stream, gang.
Bro, already did that. But I really want to change my fucking background, though.
Oh, you seem like for another challenge for sour?
You hear that?
I would love
Oh,
Yeah, I'm glad it sound
It's
well,
a
G.
delay though.
Yes, because I'm streaming and she's streaming, so like it's always gonna be a delay.
So it's 2 different streams. Yo, what's going on? You know what happened
2020,
last time?
2020 vision.
You see the vision. You see the vision.
Hello.
Yo,
Hello.
what up, Colors? Where your video
What
at?
up?
Hey. Hi.
Hello.
I've never.
There should be a little
I
button
wish
that's a
GB was
little
here.
video icon.
GB is very good at teaching people how to Discord.
Yeah, but there should be like a little video record icon with a slash on it. And it should be what you should click to put that video on. Yeah. Please. Oh yeah.
We still waiting on GB. Yo, hit GB, wrong. Hit GB.
Yeah.
Do it. Wait, I can't hear you. And I got some milk. Cause y'all ain't about to have me crying.
Barco camera. What the hell?
Yeah. You got a special camera?
I have a DSLR, but I also have a webcam, so I don't understand.
Oh.
Okay. Okay.
I'ma figure it out.
Are we ready?
Nah, hold on.
No, we gotta hit up. We gotta hit up GB. We missing one person.
Naku! Hi, Naku. Let me go to what we said we were going to talk about. We're going to start off with, since this is the first podcast of the year, we'll start off with the top anime and manga ones. We'll discuss that. You guys know more than I do because I'm behind on everything, so I want you guys to start talking. Yo, I'm scared, Naku, these wings. Oh, they smell hot too. Oh my gosh, my nose is about to burn.
Oh yeah, it's hot time.
If y'all want to see you,
Okay.
So
okay.
how hot
We say
are these
traditional.
wings?
I don't do traditional, you know.
these are. Oh, I forgot to ask them for all flats. Fuck. Okay, whatever. It doesn't matter. Who cares? It's good. It's okay. They all gonna be hot. He said shit look weak, man. I hope they weak. Let me pour my
Mr.
milk.
Beckford, where you at, B?
Fat-free milk. I like my wings drooling in lava.
You're saying 5 minutes for 10 minutes
for
later.
20 minutes, right?
Somebody said what one hot sauce tastes like it came straight from the devil's balls. I was like, oh shit, that's really hot.
Yeah, when I did the hot ones challenge, bro, that
The bomb.
Oh, yo,
Beyond
the
insanity.
bomb,
fucked my life
the
up.
bomb is like, yeah, I heard the bomb is like really bad.
There's like
I'm
a whole
nervous.
YouTube video, like thread of like all the people who failed at the bomb challenge on hot ones, and it's
Yeah.
hilarious.
OG,
It's
thank you
serious.
for subbing. Be with the Poodle game for 1 year completely.
Oh shit! Now we go.
Okay, there we
Coronavirus
go.
day
Hold on,
3
now I gotta
still
change my
alive.
shit.
Unfortunately, stop it, OG.
Yo, the coronavirus thing was wild. I was just reading about it. That shit is crazy, man. People dying left and right.
I know, right? All right, so everybody's here. Hi, everyone.
What up,
Happy
gang?
Sunday.
Yo, what up?
I'm gonna have you guys introduce. Why are you big in the middle?
Yeah, I was just wondering, yo. I was just wondering how she get in the middle.
Anyway, I'm gonna have you guys introduce yourself to the chat. Let me like turn the music off so you guys can actually hear them. Pause it for a second. Whoever wants to go first can go first.
Well, since everyone's quiet, I'll go first. Hello, everyone on both streams, Sensei and Tatted Poodle stream, and anyone else who's streaming or watching right now. What up? It's me, Rome, aka The Master, aka Trigger Rome, aka Worst Gen Podcast content creator. Welcome.
Okay.
Good job, Rome.
All
Yo,
right.
man, what's cracking, man? It's your boy, Sensei Leg Glove, the bald head black anime nerd. Back at y'all with a couple of great people. General Beckford in the corner. Got Master D on the mic. Tatted Poodle. What's cracking? Newcomer Colors. What's cracking?
Yo, what up?
What the hell?
General Beckford.
Yo, is this thing on? Can y'all hear me?
Niggas can hear you.
Niggas here.
Niggas can hear you.
Yo, man, it's an emotional ass day, but what's up, everybody?
Very much so. Very much so.
This is GB from the Worst Generation Podcast checking in. Shout out to any supernovas that are on the stream, and shout out to everybody from the Doghouse.
Yo to the doghouse.
Hey, yo to the doghouse.
Yo to the
Glad
doghouse.
to be here, man. Yo
Was
to
it
the
me?
doghouse.
Yeah, colors.
I'm not good at introducing myself. Hello, I'm
Hello.
Colors, and I love bacon.
I love
Bacon.
bacon.
That is a great introduction.
That is. Bacon is ball, because ball is life, and bacon is life, so.
Yeah, just be his life, bro.
Kobe.
R.I.P. to a real one.
Ball's life. I'm sad. Colors, I'm your number one fan. You got a fan in the chat, Colors.
Who said that?
Neku.
Hey, I'm streaming on YouTube right now, GB. Panda said what's up.
Yeah.
Tell Panda I said what's good. Should we?
She can
should
hear
we
you.
Stream this shit on?
She can hear you.
Oh, cause she's listening. Yeah. Panda was good.
IQ over 9,000. Okay, so this it's unfortunate that Kobe had to, go. If this is real, I don't know. It's a hoax apparently, but then
Stop.
some people are saying it is real. So
It
I'm
can't be
just gonna,
fake, man.
It can't be fake.
I'm gonna give it 24 hours. That's how I feel because I don't know what the hell is going on.
It's confirmed.
Bro, TMZ done confirmed it. The Breakfast Club confirmed it, man. Everyone's talking about it. This is just a sad day. It's a sad ass day.
Extremely sad. He was with his daughter too.
Yeah,
That's
it
what's
was
really
even
fucked up.
crazy.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, we did lose a great one. People were like, "You still want to do the podcast?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Gotta get this content out.
Unfortunately, we
True.
still gotta keep going, even though one of the Grace is gone. So, positive light. After we said R.I.P. Let's try to switch it out to 2020. 2020 is the new year. How was y'all 2020? How was New Year's? Did you guys do? Did y'all get drunk?
Very much so.
I was at work.
Damn, wrong.
My New Year's was brought in making money.
I
Really?
feel that pain. I was working too.
What? Y'all was working on the holidays?
It be like that,
Yeah.
bro.
I was
Damn.
working New Year's Eve and New Year's Day.
Could not
Same.
be me. Couldn't let that shit happen to me
Stop
though.
flexing on us, bro. Because you don't work no regular ass job.
Couldn't let that shit happen to me though. No, but my homie of mine had a little shindig, a little couple shindig at his crib. There's a whole bunch of couples and we just did like a game night type of demo. So that was pretty fun. Other than that, yeah, I just was drunk.
What type of games y'all played?
We played that fruit. What's that? Fruit roll up game. We played flip cup.
Fruit
we
roll-up
played
game.
Beer
Fruit
pong.
roll-up game.
Hey, your pause it ass better pause after you talk about the fruit roll-up game. You bet that.
Nah.
I
I'm
didn't.
not
gonna
about
flame
that
your ass, boy.
I said pause. Well, I didn't even talk about it.
Did
I
you?
just said the fruit roll up game, so I ain't got to pause that. But
And you know how you be, because niggas know what the fruit roll-up game is. So
well,
pause
they
your shit.
didn't.
Wait,
They didn't.
I don't know.
But
I
pause.
don't know.
Mega pause.
Is this something sexual?
Yes. So,
Oh.
or it's
it
a
sexual
sexual
game?
innuendo. It's a sexual innuendo. Like, so it's
Tell me
basically you roll out a fruit roll up all the way.
Mhm.
You have like the tip
And you
in
gotta
your
eat it.
mouth. You basically have to eat it
Oh.
all with no hands.
So like that damn dog movie.
The what?
That dog movie, Lady and the Tramp? Where
Oh,
they did
yeah,
that whole scene with the
with the
spaghetti.
spaghetti.
Okay.
Oh, but it's not like it ain't like we gotta. It's like a race. So everybody got their own. It's not like a.
Why
We
can't
gotta-
y'all
So-
just
so do you
eat
kiss at the
candy
end?
normally? Like,
It's a game. So yeah, that we did that Skittle shit where you had to like pick the Skittles out and put them in like the different color cups.
y'all was bored.
Damn.
Yeah.
Y'all was bored.
What you mean?
I ain't,
Yeah, hella
y'all ain't,
games.
I thought you was gonna say like we played Cards Against Humanity. We played
Yeah.
Spades.
Yeah, like
No, we played that
normal
too.
That's a regular
normal
game.
We played that
games.
We
You
played
play
that too.
you play all like poor people games and shit.
Poor people
Like you
games?
just grabbing any.
Hey, wait,
grabbing anything
no,
like
wait. This
He
nigga,
said
this
y'all
nigga
playing
GB
poor
is
people
being
games.
financialist. You're being financialist, brother.
I'm being
Financialist.
financial elite,
Yeah, a financial elitist, nigga. Fuck out of here.
Damn.
bro.
But no, we
Bro, I
played
know
that
the
shit.
Toxic
games.
is here.
We played that.
Toxic board is here.
We played that. The what is it called? Man law or woman law? Some shit like that. That game. It was a lot of shit.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was good.
All right.
What
I'm
you do while
watching
you was
your
at
ass,
work?
man.
Slinging paint, nigga.
And I got off work, came home, listened to fireworks and gunshots in my neighborhood.
That's what's
Damn.
up.
Can't tell the difference.
That sounds
Had
good though.
had sexy
what's up.
time and just chilled out.
Sexy
Sexy
time.
time.
You put the
You
foot
know?
on the
Yo,
face.
that's
Mr.
sexy
Nasty
time.
time.
put the-
That was my New Year.
You put the foot on the face for New Year's.
Nah, no foot on the face for New Year's, man. I took it
Oh,
easy.
what the heck? Always, what did you
Yo.
do?
I'm just gonna say, Poodle.
I
It's
was
toxic over
off.
here.
I was off work for 2 weeks. So I
Oh,
just
you look.
Damn.
yeah, because I go with like the school schedule. Thank God. But yeah, it felt so weird going back to work because I was like, oh, like it's like streaming whenever I wanted to and like waking up whenever I wanted to, and then I was like, wait, I have a job. I have a job.
Right.
But no, my New Year's was like super chill. I usually like turn up, get dressed up, whatever. But this year was like just very, very chill. I don't even remember what I did. I don't think I did anything special.
If you don't remember, you probably had a good time.
Nah, I didn't even drink. I didn't even drink.
Like, if you don't,
Yeah.
probably a good thing.
Yeah, it was super chill.
I didn't do anything. I worked. I actually streamed when it hit 2020. And then after that, I went straight to bed.
You did a midnight stream for 30 minutes and then was like, yeah, I'm asleep.
That's it.
So my 2020 was boring, but I feel like the following day, everything got like so much better.
Hey.
I felt like this year.
You see what Leak say in the chat?
I see.
What reality?
Hey, my homie Leak says we just turned this into the Toxic Boys segment.
The toxic boys is here.
Toxic
damn, we fucked up.
Boys. Beautiful. But go ahead, Poodle. My
Okay.
bad.
No, I'm fine. I was just saying after that, 2020 was, good to me so far. Besides, the incident that happened today with Kobe. Other than that, I've been having a good year. Well, a good month. Good beginning
Oh yeah,
of the
that
year,
is.
good month.
This is the beginning of the year, first month, and it's already been crazy.
Thanks, Basis, for the host. So, getting back to, I guess, like nerd culture, what do you feel like is the top anime, manga, and games that's gonna like really, really like make a big impact on 2020? And anybody can go first if they want to.
The final season of Attack on Titan is
Yeah.
gonna make a big impact anime wise, that's
Yeah.
for sure. Manga wise, it already did, but shit might happen again next year. Well, this year.
PS5 and The Last of Us Part 2 dropped this year. I think those are going to be Game of the Year. Or
I saw
Last of Us Part
that
2 is
trailer.
Game of the
I
Year.
saw that gameplay for Last of Us. It's definitely, yeah.
That shit gonna be.
I keep seeing people talk about this Demon Slayer like Demon Train art. That's supposed to happen in 2020. So for better or worse, that's probably gonna be like a big deal.
Yeah,
in
I've seen
2020.
that too.
And then I see a lot of people talking about Darwin's game right now, which is
Oh,
supposed to be
that. Yep.
I watched the first 5 minutes last night before I got like sidetracked, and that shit was fire.
Yeah.
I actually thought I was watching a movie, to be honest with you. Like I thought I was watching a movie the way how good it was and how it was set up, and then I had to dip away. So I'll be finishing that tonight, but I think that's gonna be a big one too. If like everyone that's caught up on that shit, if what they saying is true.
It's definitely worth the watch.
As far as my gaming shit, I see a lot of gamers talking about a Switch Pro, which I haven't like really seen.
Is that, bro?
Shit
Niggas been
about-
talking about that? Like, what is
Is that
that?
real?
I don't think that's
I see
actually
a-
happening.
I don't think
though.
that's a
Yeah,
thing.
I don't know if it's happening, but I see a lot of people talking about Switch Pro.
Who
all
said
the
sorry?
time,
Thank you so much for the host. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm sorry, what?
Sorry.
You hosting? That why you in the middle?
Nah. Wait, what?
Is that why you
Not
look?
middle.
Hey, GB been mad that she in the middle this whole time.
Cause like why you commented it, and I'm sorry, Miss, and cause we like the Birdie Bunch in this motherfucker. I'm sorry, Miss, over here in the lower left hand corner. Hello, my name is
Colors.
GB. Nice to meet you.
Wait, what?
Didn't we already introduce each other?
I mean, we introduced ourselves to the fans, but I want to say something to you directly because I've never said anything to you directly,
Oh,
and I
that's
think
fine.
that's rude to not,
Wow, thank you for welcoming me. I appreciate
Yeah,
that. No one
it's-
else did, so I'm gonna remember that.
Look at GB switching it
Damn,
back to
this
non-toxic.
nigga turn from toxic boy to that boy.
I mean,
Not that.
balance is key. Man. I gotta go back and forth.
How do you
How the
guys
fuck-
feel about How do you
how
guys
does
feel
Sensei
about
get in the middle?
Cyberpunk
I'm in the middle
being
now.
pushed back?
I actually,
Oh, it
when
got
I
pushed
went
back?
to,
Yeah, to
Wait,
September.
how is y'all getting in the middle? I want to know.
It don't even
whoever
matter, bro.
talks is in the middle.
Oh,
But
shit.
yeah, I'm not. I know a lot of people are like kind of upset with it, but I think that that's something that should happen more often. Like I
Yeah,
think a
they
lot of
pushed back.
games. Yeah, a lot of games came out last year, and I was like,
They weren't
You
ready.
felt like they were
I
rushed?
don't know if it's not that it was rushed, but I feel like we're so like we're such consumers, with like music and this and that and the third, that we're like, yo, when's the next album? When's the next game? When's the next season? And it's like, I'm down for people to just like, yo, this isn't quality, or this isn't like what like, let us give you a better product. We're gonna push it back. Sorry. And then it comes out and it's actually good. But
They did that
people
with-
want things to like come out and then complain about it and be like, yo, you should have done this and this time. Like, y'all
Right.
not devs.
That's
Y'all
a
are
fact.
devs.
They did the same thing with Final Fantasy VII. It got pushed back too.
I don't mind.
They
I
said
don't
it.
that's
They
kinda-
were like, look, we want to put out a perfect game for you guys, and to do that, we have to push back the date. People are like, I'm taking away my pre-order. Okay, who gives a
That's kind of
flying
why. That's
rat's
kind of why I
ass?
fuck with PlayStation for not like for focusing, trying to start focusing more on quality. Like they not going to E3. Like we'll show you our shit when we feel like showing you our shit, because it ain't really no
Right.
point in trying to meet all of these deadlines and then we not really delivering quality fucking games. So I'm rolling with that.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Can I
But
ask
I
y'all a
will say,
question?
yeah.
Oh, go ahead. You got it.
No, go ahead.
As gamers, because I'm not like a gamer, like a big head gamer these days, but I have worked behind the scenes, and then me being like a project manager, it's always interesting like the effect or like the influence that like agile forms of development have had on gaming. So like the way that they no longer create a full package. Like you can create a shell package with the promise of we'll add updates or we'll give you downloadable content or we're going to bring you these features in the future, because that's what agile has done to like consumerism. If you look at like phones, how we build on phones and TVs and stuff. As a gamer, do you feel like cheated out of your product because you're like getting this product across time as downloadable content?
No.
Yes.
No, I don't, because if I don't resonate with something, I don't download it. I think that gives us more freedom. It's like, okay, I don't care about this part of the game. I'm not going to buy it. Like there's a lot of games that I've purchased or like that are free to play, and then I'll get a DLC that you have to pay for or whatever, but it's like there's a lot that I don't. For instance, with The Sims, fuck.
I haven't played The Sims since
The
I was
Sims,
fucking
like,
10.
they release so much DLC, and it's like I think I've bought like a couple expansion packs, like 2 or 3, but it's like, let's say there's like 8 or 9 that it's like I don't care about this content, so I don't need to pay this whole 120 pre-order blah blah blah. I like, I like that. And again, that also opens up the door for like, okay, we're going to take our times. We're going to take our time with this piece or this expansion, really make this expansion make sense, give it to you in like a consumable form, and then we're going to move on to the next thing, work harder on that, et cetera, et cetera. If you like this, buy it. If you don't, the next thing might be for you.
Yeah, I think it's on.
I like it better like that.
For me, it's on a case by case basis, because there's a lot of games like, kind of what Colors was saying, where it's like, yeah, I presented you with a full game and here's some extra stuff. If you're interested, go ahead and get it. If not, whatever, do your thing, because the game still's the game. But then there's also games that come out that aren't complete, like games that don't come out with a story mode, games that don't come out with access to all available characters and shit like that. And it's like, all right, we're gonna make you pay for that later. Like, I should never have to pay.
That's ridiculous.
For a story mode to a game. You know what I mean? Like, you made me buy a $60 incomplete game, and then you're trying to force feed me the other content that should have already been there. I agree, when it's auxiliary content, like extra content, then I'm glad that I have the freedom to choose to get it or not to get it. But when it's like main content, then I have an issue with that.
What's an instance of that happening?
Street Fighter.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go and agree with you, Sensei, on this latter half about downloading content that's not completely downloaded. Because I'm coming from a generation where I love playing to beat the game, to unlock certain characters, unlock certain things. And the fact that they don't do that anymore, I'm just like, so then like, kind of takes away the excitement for me to want to play the game as much anymore. Because now I can just buy a character that I had that I didn't have before. It's like, what's the point of even playing as hard as I want to if it's that easy?
Yeah, Street
This takes
Fighter.
away
It's
the.
money related.
It is money
But
related, and that's
I
Everything's
know,
money.
but that's what sucks. It takes away that like the whole like the nuance of like what it means to be a gamer and like playing the game, enjoying it, so you can like beat the levels, can unlock the characters, beat the whole thing. But now if I can just buy the boss, it's like
Yeah.
shit. What's the point?
Yeah, but video games as a whole, like from I'll say like 10, 15 years ago, have changed so much.
for sure.
Like
For sure.
I don't know about you guys, but I haven't played a game in a long time that I was like, this is hard.
Same here. This is me. I just bought my first system this year for like
Mhm.
since I was like I want to say 13. I had a game
Mhm.
system, and I'm 28 now, so I'm just not getting my system after a very long time, and just now finding out all the different rules and how the game system I'm playing has changed. I'm just like, damn, I've been out of the game for so long.
Yeah. Like video games are not meant to be they're meant to be very consumable for everyone, like just across the board, whether you're like a hardcore gamer or you just bought your console yesterday, like you're everyone across the board is meant to like be able to get into these games. And it's like if you take it like that, like if you understand that, like you'll be a little bit less disappointed. But I agree, like we don't have. I remember very specifically playing Super Smash Brothers Melee and wanting to unlock. I can't remember his name, but the guy that's just black, like he's just a
The
like an
guy
outline,
that's just
and it was
black.
fucking hard. Like the black outline.
Token black
Okay,
guy.
the only black
This guy
character.
isn't
Token
black.
black
No,
guy.
but you guys know what I mean. He was like just a black figure. He's just a figure,
Token
and
black
I
guy.
remember that was
No,
like,
you talking about Mr. Game and Watch?
is that? Wait, what?
He's like
that his name?
he's like the bitty character that's like and he like can throw food at you.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes. And it was like I remember working very, very hard and like you had to like beat this and save that and then okay, as soon as you do this, blah blah blah, whatever, grow, build, da da da, learn technique and fucking all this stuff. And now it's like the way games are made, it's like you play, and then you can it's all like pay to play or pay to win. You know, you can buy
that
this
shit.
character.
That is
Yeah.
So it's like it does take it takes a lot away from like how video games are played
just
and
the
how they're
experience. Yeah, like the
Yeah.
experience of it is changed. But we're also older, so I feel like somebody who's 10 years old that just got their first PS4 is probably not even gonna feel that way
Fuck
or
'em.
really give a fuck. You know what I mean? It's like, well, my mom's giving me allowance anyway. I might as well just ask my mom to buy these characters for this game that
Yeah.
you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Honestly, fuck those kids.
Yeah.
Fuck them
I just
kids.
feel like it doesn't,
Fuck them
but
kids.
it doesn't. My thing is, it doesn't teach them about like discipline. Because
Working
like
hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
a game like Fortnite, so Fortnite gives you
Bro.
the option. You know, you can either pay to get all these perks and stuff, or you can work hard and actually, just play. It's a free game. And I get it, like
Yeah, but
people need to make money,
yeah.
totally. But
But the thing is with Fortnite, buying like there's no benefit. There's no benefit. It's all cosmetic. Like nothing that you buy actually helps you play the game better or anything like that. But I will say it's like there's like kind of a I can't say elitist, but there's kind of like you can only buy this skin. Like like or you see someone in the game, it's like, oh, you bought that. You know what I mean? Okay, you spent coins on this game. Like there's that aspect. But for Fortnite, nah, like Fortnite, there's nothing that you buy that like it's all cosmetic. So there's nothing that you buy that like actually
Improves,
you,
yeah,
like-
improves your
yeah,
gameplay.
you just actually
I
have to
think
be
That
good
is
at the
whack.
game.
I get that, but I feel like games just like you said, Super Smash Bros. And games like Fortnite, they're so focused on like being money hungry to
Mhm,
the
mhm.
point where they don't even sometimes give kids the options to get it for free, to earn it. It's like, no, you have to pay for this. Like, that's the only way. Like, even Apex with the heirlooms, like, you have to pay for this. There's no way for you to get all of this
Yeah.
stuff unless you spend your money on it. And I think that that's just such a bad influence on a new generation because it's just teaching them, like, oh, you want it now? Oh, you don't have to wait. You don't have to be patient. Just get a credit card and pay for it.
Yeah.
And that hurts. I don't know. That to
It
me
hurt-
is
it
just
hurts you, right?
stupid.
It hurts.
It hurts. It makes
Poodle
it makes
just
me
got triggered.
think about money.
Poodle just
Yeah.
got
I didn't
triggered.
get triggered. Stupid.
I don't know, bro. It just,
Nah, it definitely hurts. It hurts. Because the fact that you're paying $60 for one game, then you have to go and pay more money just to get more content when you could just beat the game. It's like, so what's the point, man? Just like
Now,
put it in the game.
don't get me wrong. Like, if it's a game that I like, and I know some people feel the same way, if it's a game that I like, especially if it's a free game, and I'm putting my money in, is because I'm supporting the gaming developers. I'm not really
Yeah.
trying to get the newest skins. It's like, no, I'm supporting you because one, the game is free, and then two, I want you to continue to succeed and make better, content. But I feel like some of these corporate people, they see how much money people trying to support for these games, and they're like, oh, let's jack up the price so we can get more money. It's like, come on, y'all. Like, we're already supporting y'all, and then y'all trying to like suck us dry. Like, that's so stupid.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So
But
that
I'ma
actually
still buy them shits.
Facts.
that leads to the next
It's
question.
crazy.
Hey,
Like,
Poodle, while we got a breaking conversation,
Yeah, sure.
you mind if I stream this on our Twitter, on our Periscope?
Go ahead. Do
Oh,
whatever
Oh
you want.
shit! Another stream?
I don't care.
Triple
another. But
stream.
yeah, it's
Another
interesting
one.
how like how games have become so expensive, and also just again more about seemingly more about money than kind of content, because like, so I'm in Canada, and games now are like, so for instance, Call of Duty, you guys paid $60, right, for that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's $80. It's like $84 here. Yeah,
Damn.
because it's like 79 plus tax.
Shit.
So for me, like, I find that I really really have to like enjoy a
Want a
game. I don't
game,
know,
right?
man. There's such a huge difference. Like, it's only $20, but there's such a huge difference between paying $60 for a game and like 80. It's too close to 100. It's too close to
Yeah,
100. So
that
it's like,
is.
when I'm an avid Call of Duty player, and I didn't even buy the last one because I was like, I don't know if I'll love this. So it's like, I feel like a lot of these games that are being created lately are like, they're just not there's not enough bang for your buck,
That's a
plus the
fact. I
fact
have a
that you
question.
have to get
No. You can finish that. Finish your sentence, but like I do have a question.
yeah, no, that's all I'm saying.
Be
It's
like,
just
wait,
like,
wait.
you're just like not getting enough for the game, plus the fact that we have to do all this like DLC for like skins and cosmetics and guns and da-da-da. Like, that I think is a little bit extra. Like, I would love a game. Like, I mean, COD is kind of like that. Like, give me a grindy game where I got to do a bunch of headshots or a bunch of this and that, and like, I'll do it if I really want the skin. But it's like, not giving people that option, and then only saying like, hey, if you want this, you got to buy it. Like, that I think is whack.
And that is why. Sorry, Control Center.
Good.
That's why Spider-Man is the greatest game, because it's the only game out here that still allow me to unlock shit as I play.
One of them.
Mm.
But
Yes, one of them. You're right.
question for Colors and Poodle. What do you think like makes a game worth 60, 80, whatever dollars? If you could be
Oh,
as specific
easily?
if you could be as specific
Yeah.
as possible.
Yeah.
Possible.
Okay, so for instance, Apex is one of my favorite games.
Mm-hmm.
But would I
Apex.
pay $80 for it? Probably not. Like, if I didn't play it to love it, I probably wouldn't have paid $80 for it. So when I'm paying $80 for a game, I'm looking at something like The Sims that has unlimited
Replay value.
replayable content, and I can do anything with it. I wouldn't even pay $80 for Grand Theft Auto, because once you play through that beautiful story one time, unless you really like that game and unless you're playing online, like, it's done. A lot of games have like great story with zero replayability. So I need a game that, like, I know I'm gonna play and play and play and play and play, and that could be a good story that is like, oh fuck, I want to relive this again. Like, The Last of Us, I would have paid $80 for that.
I did pay $80 for that. No, I didn't pay $80.
I would,
I paid 60.
I got it for
paid
free.
I would pay 80 for The Last of Us, something like The Sims, like Stardew Valley, and they're still like updating it, adding like, now you can play with your friends, you can play co-op. The story is very rich, and it's just like, okay, this time I'm gonna be in love with this character, I'm gonna beef with this character, like random things like that's replayable. So games like Sims, Stardew, or like really rich stories like The Last of Us, I would absolutely drop 80 on that.
Poodle.
Yeah.
I fuck
I
with the
think-
Sims heavy.
I think personally, like, if I'm paying $80, it has to come with something that's exclusively only to
Yeah, I think that $80
me?
shit. I think that $80 shit is just a color struggle, because ain't no way in fuck.
Okay, no, you would have to say
So-
60 for Poodle, because that would be average. Like,
60.
basically,
like $60 to me is like if a game is hype, the thing about me is like I never get a game when it first comes out. Like I hear the hype first before I buy it. So if I'm paying $60, that means I have reliable sources that's telling me to get the game. Like
TMZ.
Overwatch.
Oh fuck.
So with Overwatch, like all my friends was like, get the game, get the game, get the game. I was like,
I'm still playing that game.
know. I'm still playing the game. Now, if you're talking about $80, it has to be an exclusive. Similar to, please don't hate me. I low key only got this game because I wanted the figure that came with it. But I got Jump Force, the ultimate package.
That is not.
I know.
That's not worth
Wow.
$60.
You
That's
paid
not worth
$80
$60.
for Jump Force?
No, but it came
Oh.
with like a figurine that I really
Wow.
wanted. So it came with like a bunch of stuff. Yeah, don't. My thing is like, yeah, I felt like I kind of somewhat wasted money, but I didn't because the figures. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. I love it.
figure's
I think
cool.
it's really
Yeah,
great.
that is dope.
That made up for the horrible game. But like, if it wasn't something like that, I would say like Overwatch 2 is about to come out. If they decided to slap
I honestly
$80
don't
on
even
it,
think that
I
shit
probably
is.
would get it.
Nah, I probably wouldn't.
I
Even
probably
do
would
that.
only because I've committed like so much
Mm.
of like my time and dedication to Overwatch 1 that I will support anything that Overwatch brings out only because it's personal to me. So I feel like for people it has to be like a personal game for you to want to just splurge money. I know people that spent like $100 on
Destiny.
Borderlands 3.
Are we entering like a gaming era where game brands can really afford to fluctuate their pricing based on like the following that they have?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
You feel like it'll be a game that comes out that says nah, instead of being 60 like everybody else, I'm gonna just be 70.
Yes.
Or like
they doing that
I
now?
can charge like
Who?
120 for this
Please tell
game.
me who.
What?
Like aside from like
120?
collector's editions.
Well,
and
maybe
shit like that.
maybe not 60, but isn't like some of the new Nintendo games not 60? They're like less.
I mean, I get
Something like
that.
that?
Nintendo usually always has like cheaper games, right?
No, but I think that we are definitely like, again, like that's what I was talking about. Like, not even 10 years ago. Like when my mom was okay, I guess 10 years ago, because my mom hasn't bought me a game in a long time. But when my mom was buying me games, there's no fucking way in hell. I know she wasn't even paying $60 for games. So think of how much more expensive games have gotten in the last 10 to
Nah,
15 years. And
games
I'm
was
talking
like
about like the same
$40.
games. I'm talking about like Call of Duty, and then we have Black Ops, and then we have
NBA
whatever, blah blah
2K.
blah. But from now, like I said, Call of Duty is $80 for me. It's $85, and the last one I purchased, I think, was Ghosts, which was 60 something. And that's what is that? That's like 5 years. It's like 5 years, right? So of course we're gonna go into an era where in general games are more expensive, but then you're gonna start having like the Apple products of games, right? So it's like, I know this product is not actually worth this much, but it's this brand, or it's
Like the
this
logo,
maker, it's
yeah.
this
It makes
genre.
me cooler if I have it, so I'm willing to
Yeah, people are
spend a
definitely,
hundred
Doubt
yeah,
behind
yeah,
dollars
it.
yeah.
I
on
got
this
a
game.
question. Is it true that Apple's about to buy Sony?
Oh, I
What?
hope not.
I hope
Don't
not.
That's
say
a
either.
that.
lot.
I
Don't
hope
say
not.
that, man.
That's a lot,
Angels
and
and thank
that's
you
not
for following.
necessary.
I
Maybe
hope
not,
they do.
maybe
I would
not,
be so sad if
maybe
they
not all
do.
of Sony, but I could see Apple doing like a deal where either they probably would never get their hands on Sony Entertainment, but they could probably do a deal where they
Mm,
buy like an arm of Sony, like maybe
mm.
Sony,
Like
they buy like,
TVs or something.
Probably
or I
Sony
would
TV.
even if they buy the division, I can see TVs, or if they buy a division that produces like strictly like LEDs or diodes or something
Mm,
they can use into
mhm,
the further
Mhm.
like manufacture of their iPhones and other equipment that they make. I wouldn't be shocked by that at all. That's just
yeah.
like Google brought out HTC before they started making the Pixel phones, and Apple actually owns like a part like something in Samsung because they use Samsung screens on all their iPhones.
Yeah.
Right.
That makes sense. But yeah, no, like I absolutely think, I mean, okay, let's put it like this. Your games are normally $59 or $69.
59.
Like what is
59.
that? It's 59,
So it'd
okay?
be
Yeah.
64 after
Regular,
tax.
so $64. So regular Cyberpunk comes out for $75, including tax, tax included. You guys would buy that. People would buy
Yeah.
it. It's like, it's not even a question. It's like $10 more, of course. Yeah, just yeah, why not? It's fucking Cyberpunk. Of course people would buy that. So it's like, in time there's gonna be games that it's like this game or this new thing or this whatever, and people are gonna be like, hey, instead of the regular 65 that you pay, you're just gonna pay 75 this time.
I
It's a
think
new
it's
concept.
gonna go up
Like,
naturally just with like inflation and the cost of living, like the same way because games
but
used
he
to be
was
$50.
asking, GB was asking
But not just
if a
about going up. I'm
single,
asking about
Hmm.
fluctuation, like if a single game. So
yeah,
I asked that
Oh, okay.
question because I'm wondering what would be the one game out right now that'd be like the hype beast game that could
yeah,
charge
people would do
like
that
Jordan's
for
does.
Cyberpunk,
Like when
of
Jordan drops
course.
some new shit, it's like, oh, these shoes gonna be 300, and you gotta wait out front. Like, what would be the game that's out now that's
There ain't
like?
no way in fuck I'm waiting outside
I would never be
GameStop for a
waiting
No, I'm
game.
outside.
saying what's the hype piece game? What's the
Camp
hype
out,
piece game right now?
camp out. But
um,
yeah, you can have games like
I think
The
Final
Last of Us
Fantasy
2,
Seven.
no, I don't
Final
think that.
Fantasy.
I think
It's the
it's so
remake.
many. I think it's so many games that are hype beasts that either live up or don't live up to their expectations that it's hard for motherfuckers to do that. Like because
Yeah, but yeah.
people are trying to like release all of these new titles so much and they put so much stock into it that it's like we fuck with this creator but we don't know what this game is. We want to buy it off the strength of the creator, but I don't know if I'm gonna pay. I don't know if I'm throwing an extra 10 or extra dub just because I fuck with Hideo Kojima. Like, what the fuck is Death Stranding? There's no way in fuck I would have paid
Yo,
$70.
that game, I'm sorry. It was pretty terrible.
You see what I'm saying? Like, there's no way in fuck I'm paying $70 or $80 for Death Stranding just because I like the Metal
Yeah,
Gear
Amazon
Solid
delivery
series.
guy.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like, nah, I can't do that.
The thing is, like, think of it like this: like, Dying Light 2 is coming out in
I
2020,
actually seen the demo for that, and
and
that is a
it
beautiful.
looks so good. Dying Light was great. I loved it. I didn't play it. I watched it because I can't
Yeah,
do
I'm
scary
also
games. But
scared
anyway,
myself.
I watched it. It looks spectacular. Really happy that other people are playing it and loving it. But here's the thing: Dying Light 2 is coming out. It's going to be the regular price of a game. I don't think anyone would buy that game for even $5 more than the regular price. It would be very questionable. It'd be very weird. They'd be like, "Why are you doing this?" But again, something like Cyberpunk, if they told you it was $75, you'd be like, "Fuck, are you crazy?" And you would buy it. And you would buy it. You'd be like, "Damn, man." Like if I don't know, Doom is coming out, you can't sell that for more. You can't. You can't. I don't even know if that's going to be regular price. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
Resident Evil, they have a remake coming out. That's regular price. But there are like little one-offs here and there that is like you could try this. You could try this. But in my head, Cyberpunk is the only one right now that could do that. But in the future, I do believe that there are going to be games that are like, okay, this is the median. All games are $65. This game's going to be 70. This game's going to be 75 plus tax. Blah blah blah. I do think that that's going to happen.
So, since we're talking about gaming, I think that we should probably read more into it. One of the topics we have is like gaming and anime is going viral now. It's like basically mainstream. Um, what's your thoughts on that? How do you feel? Do you feel like it's a negative thing? Do you feel like it's
I
a
love
positive
that.
thing?
I
Do you
love
feel
So
that.
why
like
would it
it's
be
like
negative?
I hate anime
funny?
gatekeepers so fucking much. I hate it so
My
much.
homie Leak in the chat asked, "What the fuck is Cyberpunk? Can you guys give a brief description for him,
Isn't
real
that a game
quick?"
company?
No,
Um,
Cyberpunk is a game that's dropping.
Oh,
so I can only tell you what I've seen. I'm pretty sure Colors knows more than me because I didn't even hear. I didn't know what Cyberpunk was until I actually seen the demo. It's like an action RPG
Yeah.
game that you're like you get to pick if you're like a guy or a girl. I don't want to spoil it completely. I want you guys to actually experience it. And you go through like all these missions trying to like basically survive. I don't want to because if I start talking about it, I'm spoiling the game, and I don't want to do that.
Wait,
Just think like, just it's like Watch Dogs from the
Yeah,
yeah, like
future with
Watch
like
Dogs or some
GTA
shit like that.
esque.
Basically, yeah, it's like
yeah,
an
and it has
RPG action
Keanu. It
game.
has Keanu Reeves in it too.
Yeah.
So if you're a big fan of him, he's in the game.
Yes. But
But
yeah,
go ahead. What's your question? My bad.
I hate anime gatekeepers. Like I hate gatekeepers of anything. Like I saw a
We've
lot
been
of
having this
people.
gatekeeping conversation for a lot this week, haven't we?
They were
yeah.
upset. I think people were upset about something about Demon Slayer
Oh,
being the best.
we're
I
not.
can't I can't it won like an award or something, right?
We're not gonna talk
It
about
won
Demon
several.
Slayer.
It won
Can we
several
not
awards.
talk about them winning best?
We're just gonna leave them
So
alone. They did it. It
but here's
happened.
the thing. people were upset that people enjoyed Demon Slayer. And they thought that like you can't say like my favorite anime of all time is Death Note, and I don't think that that's the best anime ever. But when people ask me like, "Yo, I need an anime to watch," I'm gonna be like, "Yo, fucking watch this. This is amazing. You're gonna love it.
Right.
And if you don't like it, you don't know anime." That's my feeling, you know. And it's like I try not to be like that because it's like, you know what? I like this. I don't like Bleach. I don't like One Piece. I don't like Naruto.
What?
I don't like. Is it shonen? I might be saying it
Oh,
wrong, but I
shonen.
don't
She
like.
doesn't like shonen.
I
She
don't
doesn't
What?
like
like shonen.
animes like that.
She doesn't like
I
shonen
don't. I
overall,
You don't
so
don't.
like
And
you don't
that's
she's
like shonen?
okay.
like. But here, listen. That's my opinion, right? But I'm not gonna. I can't tell people like Demon Slayer can't be your favorite anime because if someone told me that like okay One Piece is better than Death Note, I would literally die on that hill. You know what I mean? So it's like I hate
Yeah.
gatekeepers that are like because you like Demon Slayer or because Demon Slayer is your favorite anime, you don't know anime. You're not allowed to be in this community
I
because you
think
fucking like Demon Slayer. You know what I mean? Like that's ridiculous. That's
I,
ridiculous. Everyone is gonna have different opinions. There's so many. There's romance. There's harem. There's comedy. There's
right.
action. There's this. Like, it's like movies. I don't
Yeah.
like horror films. So you're trying to tell me because I didn't like fucking Wes Craven, whatever, that I can't watch movies? You know what I mean? It's like there's so many things for people to like, and I think that when people like
Flowers almost made
gatekeep
back at you.
because of liking things, it's like you don't deserve to be like the gatekeeper. There shouldn't be a gatekeeper, but definitely shouldn't be those people.
So for me, I agree. I feel like people shouldn't gatekeep what others like. But my beef is with people that are fairly new to anime and they think they know more than somebody that's been watching anime longer than them.
But
Like
that
I'm not
very
talking.
that
I'm,
actually
I'm
very rarely happens.
That's not
it.
true.
Well,
That's not
it's.
true.
I've been
Yeah,
having
That's
a
quite
lot
often.
of.
It happens quite often.
Oh shit.
That's the
Shit.
argument I see.
So
That's the argument I see against Demon Slayer most times is what you're talking about, Poodle.
yeah. So my thing is like I have no problem with you being new to anime. Like by all means, come on. Like the more the merrier. That means we get more content. But don't come to me saying some crazy stuff like, "Oh yeah, first episode of this is so much better than anything that's ever been out on the entire earth."
Yo,
And if you
I
don't
hate people like
agree,
that.
if you don't agree, you're
Episode
stupid.
19
What
of
the
Demon Slayer
like?
is the
Yeah,
most
like
Why would
iconic
everyone
of
say
the
that
most
shit?
iconic
yeah,
shit in
like
all
this
of
is
anime.
the best artwork ever in the world. Like the fuck is Yu Yu Hakusho? What is this? What is that? And I'm like, okay, you can have a preference by all means, but don't call something trash because it's old school. Because if it wasn't for that old school
Okay,
artwork,
that's
you wouldn't have
fair.
your
Of course.
you wouldn't
Of
have your
course.
Demon Slayer. And I've seen both coins. I've seen people gatekeep, and I corrected them already.
Mm.
But also, I'm just like I feel like when you try to correct somebody when they say like old school is trash, it seems like you're gatekeeping too when you're not. You're just saying like, hey, you can like what you like, but don't be
Mm.
disrespectful.
Mm.
Like if it wasn't for all these people watching all these Japanese animes, you wouldn't have this today. Like you wouldn't be having these new stuff. Demon Slayer was inspired by a bunch of these shows that you're saying is trash. So if it wasn't for these shows, you wouldn't have not saying Demon Slayer, but like
New anime.
My Hero Academia, the creators like influenced by like
Demon
Naruto and
Slayer
a couple
is
of other
inspired by
stuff.
a lot of other shonen. So
Well,
Yeah.
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 So my thing is like I love Demon Slayer. I don't know who's up to date on the manga, but that shit lit. But
I
anyway,
am definitely. His
I
chapter will
love
definitely.
Demon Slayer. It is a breath of fresh air to see like different types of artwork that's compared to like other stuff. But one thing I'm not gonna say is whatever was going on whatever Twitter is saying that it was like the best of the century.
yeah, somebody did say that.
Good. Yeah.
But wait. So the decade. But
Oh, it was the decade. I
it
was like, it was
was
something.
I think here's the thing. The issue was that um they were talking about the animation, not the anime.
Mhm.
Right? It was animation of the
And
decade.
that's
And
a lot
I
of
don't
people got
even
confused.
I don't even really agree with that because I'm sure if I thought long and hard I could probably think of better things. But like let's give Demon Slayer its fucking credit. Like I haven't seen anything like that in a very long time. I haven't seen anything animated that well in a very long time. In 10 years, again, like I'm sure. And I don't even know that much anime. You
Yeah,
know
the
what I
thing
mean?
is,
I know what I
everybody
know,
there's
but
nobody that has seen every single anime in the world.
all of the
Right.
yeah.
So there's
So for
always
that
going to be
case, I
somebody
think
who is going to
yeah,
disagree with somebody.
be disappointed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like it's
I
just,
think
it
it
is what
was.
it is.
I think it was more so like who picked the nominations. I think that was the thing. I
No,
don't
no,
think it
Demon
was.
Slayer that's a fair nomination for best animation. It's
Yeah,
not
for
But
sure.
the
I'm
anime.
saying like who did it go against? I don't know who it went against. They never announced
I
like
mean, they didn't
it went
matter because they
against.
weren't as good.
Wait,
but
hold on. What
It went up.
I don't even. I
But
don't
it
even
was
watch
it was a
Demon
couple of
Slayer
other
like
stuff
think-
that was like questionable. Like they had Happy winning
I'm trying to
one of
tell
the
you.
awards
GB
for like
GB
best
knows, GB
Yeah,
knows.
counterpart.
okay. Go ahead, GB.
Attack on Titan was on the list. Uh,
I don't like it
because I had pulled the list up and
Sorry.
I was like, you know what? I feel like these was
Y'all gonna
better
hate me.
anyway.
Yeah.
Can I Google it?
Yeah, I'm googling it right now.
I'm not a big fan of Attack on Titans, but
But here's the thing. Like
shout out
again,
to the
it's like
fan. The
I
fan
think
base.
I think
Like,
what
yo, look
also
at that.
happened. I think what also
They all like,
happened
wait,
was
what?
like
What?
So the
it's-
runners up were Attack on Titan, 2013, Mob Psycho in 2016, and One Punch Man in 2015. Oh, my bad, and Violet Evergarden from 2018.
Okay, if
I'm
it's
gonna
on
go ahead
that
and say,
listing,
like,
yeah.
Evergarden was good, One Punch Man was good, but again, like it would be between Attack on Titan, Mob Psycho, or Demon Slayer. And once again, I think a lot of people heard animation and thought anime and were upset.
Yeah.
I did it first, like
Like-
I snapped when I first saw it, and then when I came back after work and reread it, I did have to drop an apology and be like, "Yo, like,
Not
I
an
didn't."
apology.
I read because like I went off. And I was like,
misread.
"Yo, I didn't read this thing correctly. Like it actually said animation, not anime." So I apologize for that. But I also was upset that they chose what years that they took the
Yeah,
animation
they said
from
of the
in
decade
series.
though, but like
Yeah.
even
Yeah,
then,
because
Yeah.
even then,
my
it was-
argument would have been.
Go ahead, GB. My bad.
My argument would have been in this last season. I feel like you can actually compare moments from Attack on Titan to Demon Slayer, but if they only like chose from the
Absolutely.
2013, whatever season that was in 2013, what was that? Still one.
Yes, that was season one.
That was one.
Mm.
So if they only chose from that season, I don't know how you're gonna find a lot of animation moments to stack up against Demon Slayer in 2019 at the close of the decade.
I think what they were
Oh,
trying
I
to
get
do.
it. I thought
think,
you were saying okay.
I think what they were trying to do was give a variety of different studios to represent animation, because Ufotable did Demon Slayer, but Ufotable has also done works that were animated better than Demon
What's up,
Slayer.
Mackie?
So it would have just kind of been. I feel like whoever did the polls or whatever was like, well, we can't just have every anime Ufotable did in this list, because that's really, you know what I mean. It's like, what's the point? But
But do
So why
people
don't they-
know
why
like
don't-
other animes from that studio too? Because
from-
I've never,
yeah,
I
Fate's-
didn't know
the Fate
yeah.
series is done by Ufotable. So like Fate Zero,
fuck?
Fate Stay Night,
Yeah.
Unlimited Blade Works, all of those are done by Ufotable. The only other contenders with that much quality animation would be K Project. That's the name of the studio, and that's the name of the anime that they did. So, but that's like, if we did a list with that, and then let's say we throw Mob Psycho and Attack on Titan in there, that's 3 people on the list of the same studio, one different. I mean, and then the other 3 are different. So it's like that's kind of unfair. Like we got to give everybody a chance. So that's why I'm like, I understand why they picked who they picked.
I also think that there should have been more. Was that only 5?
That was 5.
Yeah, it was 5.
I feel like they're kind of. That's like
I will also add that this was like so Funimation issued that vote and it was a fan vote, so I don't think it wasn't like a critic
that's
panel
what I
or
was gonna
anything that was
say
reviewed
because
like
it's
that.
like
So I think they just chose like the ones that had the most popular, like Chris said, from different art styles, different
Yeah.
studios.
Oh yeah,
And
I
then
knew
allowed
it
the
was
fans to
voted.
vote on those 5. Because if it had been like a panel or some type of board, they probably would have
Yeah.
chose from a much larger pool. Of
way
Lions
way
and bring your
more.
bacon.
Like there are again in the past 10 years, like we heard 2013, 2015, 2016. I don't remember the other ones, but like nothing really from the early 2010s, and nothing that came out like this year. Did Demon Slayer come out? Or
It
sorry,
came
in
out
2019.
Yeah, it came out 2019.
Okay,
There
that's
was
fair.
there was
Violet
nothing
Evergarden
in
was
2019 that was animated as good as
2018.
Demon Slayer.
Okay. There
What
was
about Fire Force?
No.
Nah.
Fire Force is up there, but it's not as good as Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer has much details like the environment, the stuff
Yeah.
like
So
I
my
mean, if
thing,
you want to compare, check out Vinland Saga. That's another one that has good animation. We were talking about that
real
shit.
STL. Thank you for following. I think that they
It's
should
yeah.
have maybe did like how like sometimes it's not the best animation during the whole season. Like one part might look like what the hell is going on, and the rest looks like clean. Maybe they should have did like best animated
I
moment.
think they
Scene, but
should have
that'd be a whole
done
different
best
thing.
studio, and they probably did, but I just think they should have done best studio.
best. That here, let me find. I got
Mm,
the list
that
for
would
you.
be a
Do you
good
want to know what it
category.
Yeah.
really is? I feel like people that were voting on this don't watch enough anime.
And that's our point.
Which takes us back to the Demon Slayer
Right.
conversation.
That's our point.
No, but I mean, like,
the anger that the Demon
yeah,
Slayer people get is that not like it's okay that Demon Slayer is your favorite anime, but they
Yeah.
will
yeah,
die on the hill that Demon Slayer is better than
yeah.
One Piece.
That's
That's
It's
fair.
like
They
you
But
haven't
haven't
seen
seen
One
One
Piece.
Piece.
I
You
mean
haven't
They'll be
seen
more.
like,
One
I
Piece.
haven't
Yeah,
seen
yeah.
One Piece, but I know Demon Slayer is better, and that's on my kids, and I'll
I
die.
mean,
And then
I've
you
seen
like,
One Piece,
On
and I
my
think Demon
kids.
Slayer is better.
you sound like an idiot, bro.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying, but what I meant was like I think that Funimation, like you said, like I didn't know that Demon Slayer studio was the same as Fate, right?
Yes.
Like, and I actually do watch anime, so it's like even I'm not that knowledgeable of like where certain things are coming from and
Mm.
like things like that. So it's like I think that the people like there weren't enough people with a wide assortment of like knowledge. So it's very easy to be like, okay, well, shit, I just got into anime in the past 2 years, 2, 3 years. In the past 2, 3 years, it would be between Attack on Titan or Demon Slayer, and I like Attack on Titan more, but I think the animation in
For
Demon
real,
Slayer
thank you
is
for the
better.
host.
So it's more. It was. I think it was more of like a not a popularity contest, but just the thing that people knew most.
Yeah.
Like a lot of
Everything
people
dealing with
probably
art.
didn't watch. Yeah,
The thing with art is like everything's so subjective that it's like
absolutely.
I like what I like, and you can't change my mind. And that's the hard part about art because it's always going to be a popularity contest, regardless
Mm,
of what's going on. Like, if you go
mhm,
with like paintings, like some people might like Michelangelo, some people might like Raphael, and they're like, "Well, why do you like that?" Because I just like it. This is what I like. This is the style that I like. And it's like you can't say, "Well, oh, well, you like this, but I like that, so what you like is trash." Like you can't do
mm,
that because at the end of the day, everything is subjective,
yeah.
and that's what sucks about art
I
because
agree. That's
there's
why we
no,
shouldn't be the ones judging this shit. Like
yeah.
we shouldn't have been the ones talking
You want
about
them to
stuff
have
that we don't
a
know about.
panel of
Why didn't you
anime
guys get
elitists?
yeah, but why didn't you guys get like
Then
five
you need the
five
gatekeepers too.
animators? Why didn't you guys get five animators who are like creating things or like five people from I don't know
Critics,
anyone that
five
knows more
You
official
about
like
critics,
you like
five
official
professionals?
five
critics.
animation fucking critics or something, you know? Like we don't like there's obviously nobody in the world that has seen every anime, but like how many people do you know that know enough about anime that you could be like, "Yo, friend, what is your opinion of these five animations?" And you'd be like, fuck, I respect that. You know what I mean? You would debate anyone. You debate anyone,
Right.
but it's less likely if it's like, yo, I created Demon Slayer. I know about animation. You know what I
My
mean? I'm
friend,
not gonna go back and forth
But
with you.
my
but like the type of person I am, even if you created Demon Slayer, I'm still for the down by heel and debate you,
right.
whether you know animation or not.
My friend Leek says,
Dang, man, yeah.
this is why I can say that the art in JoJo Part 4 is trash and it cannot be considered bad.
Yo,
A
League,
bad
fuck you,
take
fam.
because art is
Come on.
Oh
subjective.
my
Get
god.
the fuck out
Oh
of
my
here.
god.
I hate this man.
Yo.
League been trolling me from all platforms about this artwork in part four,
He
man. I'm
really
not gonna
hates it.
stand for the slander, man.
He killing me, bro.
Do you guys want to hear the 10 fan voted categories? Was that a question? That was a question that was asked, right?
Mm,
You guys want them?
sure.
Go for it.
So, the categories were favorite shonen series of the decade, which My Hero Academia won.
Really?
Favorite shojo series of the decade, which Fruit Baskets won.
Facts.
Uh, Favorite sports series of the decade, my favorite slice of life, Haiku.
Haikyuu! Greatest.
Woo.
Greatest.
Favorite sci-fi fantasy series of the decade, Steins Gate. Favorite isekai series of the decade, Konosuba, God's Blessing. We was just talking about this shit last night
Yeah, bro. I said
with Black
we've
Anime.
been doing this.
Yeah,
Damn. What happened?
What happened?
I don't
Damn.
even know. I have no idea.
Okay.
who internet
Wow.
ain't right?
Oh shit.
I
Favorite
have no
romance.
idea.
Favorite romance series of the decade is Your Lie in April.
Oh,
Favorite.
that was so good.
You
Sorry.
like that one? I haven't seen
So
that one,
good.
but I did see a lot of people talking about
I
it.
don't watch a lot of romance, but my favorite.
Here's the thing, man.
I gotta
You're
watch
missing
it. Is it
out.
similar to like Yuri on Ice? That's all I need to know. Because if it is, I'm sold.
I saw
Better.
people saying I saw people saying they cried during Your Lie in April. So
What?
Wait, I think I did try. Isn't it on Netflix? Because I think I did try to watch it.
I've watched like
Mm,
2 romance anime, and I think
did you
one was
cry?
called for
I'm
Silent.
sorry,
Yeah,
y'all.
but one I think it was called Silent. That one I definitely did actually cry for. It was really.
Neku, not everybody likes night mode. Leave me alone.
Huh?
He was like
Um,
light on Discord. Not everybody likes light mode, dark mode on everything. Okay,
it's better. It helped my eyes. I can't stand looking at
I
white.
have dark mode on certain things, but other stuff I cannot have it on dark mode. I have to have it like it's too many like dark colors that just blend into the background.
To
I just
each their
can't.
own. That's why they give us toggles.
That's
I
why art
support
is
that.
Silent
subjective.
voice.
Yeah, art is subjective, man. Favorite animation of the decade is Demon
Nothing's wrong
Slayer,
with
as we already know. Favorite companion creature was Happy from Fairy
Happy,
Tail.
which is bull crap.
It-
Chopper should have won.
are you
Chopper
serious?
won.
Is Chopper is considered companion
Wait,
though,
wait.
or
Do
is he?
people actually watch Fairy Tail?
I don't.
I do. Well,
People
I
do.
did.
Fairy Tail
I stopped, but
has a
I
nice
did.
following.
I
Has
started
it
and
gotten
stopped.
better? Did you guys watch it?
It ended already,
No,
didn't it?
I pledged One Piece. I would never drop line to go be with.
I pledged One
Okay,
Piece.
so
Welcome to the bar. Welcome
okay,
to
so this is the
bar.
thing. Do you guys you know how like all right, cartoons and anime obviously have two different styles, even though like the two intertwine sometimes. Like for me, fairy tale is like a cartoon to me. Like I know I know it's an anime, but like what I'll do is I'll watch like a random episode and I'll just enjoy it for that episode. And that's what makes me not fully hate fairy tale, but it's still not like my favorite because I don't watch it as like if I was watching One Piece or Demon Slayer or the other ones, I watch it like a cartoon, like I'm watching SpongeBob or something.
I feel that.
So-
Yeah, imagine comparing any anime to SpongeBob.
I don't
Hey, a
know
lot
if
of
that's
people.
a
Wait,
win
what's
or a
crazy?
loss.
A lot of people think SpongeBob is like the greatest cartoon ever.
It is.
Debatable.
It technically is.
SpongeBob is
Debatable?
fire, bro.
And we go based
SpongeBob
off
is
it. We go
great.
based off of money.
Okay, hold on,
And we
hold
go
on.
off of
Wait,
moolah.
wait,
It
but
actually
no,
is.
hold up.
Hold up.
Because if we're talking about like YTV or like
Colors finna
Nickelodeon,
get in her
Yes.
bag.
yes,
Come on now, please
yes.
name something
Colors
better
finna
than
get in her
Talking
bag.
about, we're talking about YTV, yes. But if we're talking about all, I'm sorry, I will kick my grandmother in her chest if she tells me SpongeBob is better than Recess.
Ooh,
Go back.
Recess. Hey,
Go back.
I don't have SpongeBob over Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Nah, bro.
Ooh.
SpongeBob is
What?
Link,
Okay.
Link said
You're-
SpongeBob
but-
big trash. Link,
I feel
Okay,
like
SpongeBob is, I will say, top like 7.
I
But
feel
like
like
Recess is 1.
Yeah,
And I
Recess
feel
is
like you
definitely
can't
dope.
debate that. You
I
can't
feel
debate it.
I feel like the reason why people don't like SpongeBob is because one, it's been on the air entirely too long.
Nope.
Right now.
Nope.
So what's wrong with that? That doesn't
I'm
mean it has good
watching
content.
SpongeBob
Because
tomorrow
you
when I
can,
come
you can
home.
see the thing is I feel like it's one of those things and I have a problem with like shows that do this animes. It's like you have a good run and you keep going because people want more and then what you do is you end up ruining it to the ground to the point where it's just like what the F. Like if I tell y'all how disappointed I am in Food Wars or Shokugeki no Soma,
you ain't
y'all
like it. You
would
ain't like it.
the
You didn't
ending
Wait.
no.
Oh wait, I didn't read the
I
manga.
I
didn't
was-
read the
watched
manga.
it season.
I
didn't read
was
the manga.
highly pissed off at. I'm not gonna talk about the ending, but I was highly pissed off at the ending. I was like,
Damn.
"This is a beautiful anime. This is a beautiful manga," and I've been reading it since day one. And then the ending was like, "What the fuck?" Like,
So you feel like
Like,
you feel like they overstayed their welcome, like they stretched it
Yes.
too long.
no,
Yeah.
well, I feel like he ran out of ideas. He said it too. Like he ran basically out of ideas. the point where he just started conjuring up stupid shit, and then it got to the point where it was like, okay, I don't want to do this anymore. Ending. It's like, what? Like, you can't do that.
That's
Like,
a cop out. I hate that shit.
And it's not even long. Like, I understand if you want to stop writing, but if you want to start writing, dude. Yes, it's complete. It's done.
It's we like got such high expectations on mangakas and shit. Like, what the fuck you mean? You lost interest in this shit. For real, no, but if Oda, this my shit, bro.
If Oda did that right now, I would.
Bro, I'm pulling up at Oda crib. I don't know where he live at.
I'm finding that dude.
If Oda did that right now, I have to apologize to a lot of people.
If Oda did that, like I'm pulling up on Mr. Rohan and we finna have a talk. You can't do me like that, Oda. I can't go.
I just don't want it to be an ending like Bleach or ending like Fairy
They will
Tail
never rush.
or...
They will never rush One Piece.
Hey, GB, I saw that.
What's up?
Nah, I just saw you take a little pull. See you.
Yeah.
We had to, man. Wait, can I smoke?
Not on camera. Not on camera.
Switch?
Yeah. You gotta do like I did. You gotta go off camera.
So
it's time for the wing challenge. Time for the wing challenge.
One person can ask me a question because we're gonna break this up. Y'all not gonna kill me.
Let me ask the question.
So, if you guys didn't know, during our podcast, each of them have to ask me a question while I'm eating a wing. I said it can be as personal as they want. It doesn't matter. They can ask me about anything about life. So you guys get to, So I'm gonna grab my first one. This is called Blazing from Buffalo Wild Wings. So I'm gonna.
Oh, you got the Blazing,
bro.
I love the Blazing.
No, that shit's disgusting, bro. You tweaking?
Is it hot?
Yes, hot.
This shit's hot.
Yeah,
let me get a napkin. I got my milk and everything. So.
I got a real easy, simple question. Do y'all mind if I go first?
No, hold on. Wait till she gotta eat the wing first, my nigga. Chill.
Oh, I ask her why she eating it. I gotta wait till she finishes.
Leak say I got a question too.
I only got a bite. I only got a bite, one bite, because y'all really not.
Nah, I gotta eat the whole wing.
I'm gonna go to the hospital.
Finish that shit.
You
gotta clean wings. Hey, we clean wings over here, bro.
Yeah.
We clean wings.
Hey, Leak.
Who asking first?
Leak, do you want my question?
He in the chat, G. Talking about Leak.
He in the chat.
My question.
But read what the fuck he say.
He ain't responded yet, nigga. It's a lag.
I one bite.
I'm gonna ask my question then. I'll go first. Why?
Okay. Wait.
Why?
Wait, he gotta eat. She gotta eat.
I thought you took a bite.
No. Oh shit! This shit hot already. Oh
yeah.
Oh,
eat that wing,
man.
man.
Eat the whole thing.
Eat that wing.
Oh.
Chew.
Gotta eat the whole thing.
There you go.
Ask that question.
Holy shit!
I got Leak question too on deck.
That's a good question, Leak. That's a good question, Leak. That was similar to my question.
Ask the question, Ron.
Oh, I thought we were gonna ask Leak question first.
Oh,
my question is, why do people think you're?
Oh shit! Wait a minute.
You gotta answer the question, G.
For real.
That's really hot.
Did you hear my question?
I ain't hear me breathe. What the fuck is going on?
My question was, why do people think you're a man?
People think she a man?
Yo, I've been seeing the debate, like knocking niggas up all the time, asking them. I'm like, why do people really think this shit? They wild?
I ain't never knew this shit.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, she is. I've seen her in the time and always battling niggas that saying like, yo, I'm not a man. I'm like, what?
My life is flashing before my eyes right now, y'all.
Got it.
My God, my tongue is on fire right now.
You got it.
Oh, this is worse than the chips.
Get an ice cube and put on your tongue.
Oh, guys. Okay. Why do people think I'm a man? I personally cannot answer that question. I just know that in my experience, every time I post any of my anytime I post any of my cosplays, my mouth is burning so bad. Oh my god.
You got it.
Somebody always thinks like I'm either like a drag queen or I'm like a transgender. Not saying
that's wild, man.
Not to be, offensive.
You think
I'm
that should be a form of hating?
I feel like that's what it is too. I feel like it is hating because they don't like her. They don't like her body. Something I don't know, man. I just thought it was weird that people think.
Anybody, hey, check it out. Anybody that's listening to this stream or on her stream that thinks she's a man, Fuck you.
You're
Go
dumb.
go play in fucking traffic, bro. You're a fucking hating ass nigga or a hating ass
It's
person.
mostly on
And fuck y'all,
It's
bro.
mostly on Facebook.
Oh,
Cause why would that even be some shit to
bad.
say?
Like, oh, she has to be a man. Like, get the fuck out of
Yeah,
here,
like,
bro.
where's your mind going?
Fuck out of here.
Man, if you don't like this shit and go, like you staring at it
All
this
right,
hard.
get
and
to
you
that
gonna
second
fucking
wing. I
some
got a
dumb
lead
shit like
question.
No,
Wait a minute. It's supposed to be
What
like
about-
one
hey, I got a
question per
question, too.
round.
All right, okay, no.
I got a question,
GB,
too.
you can go, and then I'll get the lead. I'll get the lead question.
My question was really simple too. I should have went first. I feel like Rome, your shit hit kind of heavy.
I mean, that wing hit heavy,
You
so.
can always count on wrong.
I always count on Rome. to
Yo,
fucking
tell you what, I
bring the
did my
ball.
research, yo. I was like, I Googled, I was like, why the fuck do people eat spicy food?
Yo.
And it was like, oh, it's a rush and all this other stuff. You
Oh,
gotta
rush.
drink milk. I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah, all right,
Ooh.
rush to the hospital.
Yeah. No, rush to
You got
heart.
you
But I
got.
hate milk. That's the thing. Oh my gosh.
Let me hop on the chat as he called that shit.
Okay.
So what's the question, Jimmy?
I think I'm ready for the next fight. I'm not, but it's whatever. Holy shit, my tongue burns. All right. Okay. Let me know whenever you're ready. And then we can get back to the conversation.
GB, you ready?
Wait, I'm trying to read. I like leak question.
So that's the question you gonna ask?
No, I'm finna ask my question because my question was simple.
Are you ready to ask it, nigga?
Is she eating?
Oh,
the
you
wing?
ready for Eugene?
She's waiting on you to be like, all right, I'm ready.
It don't have no teeth marks in it. You made wrong. Wait till she ate out the
We're
motherfucking
waiting for
wing.
you. I was saying,
No,
are you
eat
ready?
the wing first.
Yeah, I'm
Yes,
good
he's
to
ready.
go.
He's ready.
Yo, how can I make a scene?
Okay.
Like, I want to see her.
My simple question. My simple question was just, where's the hoodie from? I see it like it looks textured and shit.
That shit,
And I see
that
like you
hoodie
got
look
like
raw as hell, low-key.
suede.
Yeah.
Yeah, like suede sleeve, shoulder pads, some shit going on.
Oh, you okay, Poodle?
You got
It's
this.
been Forever 21.
Forever 21.
Forever 21.
Yeah, it's the Honda. It's the Honda line.
The
Oh.
Honda line.
Wait, so does it come like a crop top like that, or?
It comes like a crop top.
Oh, okay. So GB, you got no problem with that wearing that then, right?
Hey, you seen that? You seen that Giorno fit that you threw in the
Yo!
chat? Yo, GB,
You
you
wearing
gotta
that
buy
bitch.
that
I
bitch.
saw
bro.
y'all.
That's
You gotta buy
Don't
that
pull up
bitch,
in
bro.
the
Oh my gosh.
If I pull up in the Gucci Giorno, boy.
Okay,
gotta
look,
open chest, bro.
we're gonna start talking about
We going to break?
G, you ain't gonna
Wings
finish your
hot.
wings?
Wait.
The
Did you-
wings
you
hot.
like wings?
no, we gonna talk about something else I can breathe for a second. All right, since we're talking about, you brought up that question. Let's talk about like, why do black men or men in general think that like nerdy girls or like gamers, they're like doing shit for clout? Or like, what's your input on like
We have
girls
been talking
liking
about this shit all
gaming?
All
Oh, my
fucking
mouth
week,
is
bro.
burning.
I feel like this is the only thing we've been talking about this week.
Yeah.
We on news run.
Hey, we definitely promoting our album.
Delivering the gospel.
GB, you go ahead and speak to it. Actually, Colors, we ain't heard from you in a minute. G. You look like you dying over there slowly. You good?
Yeah, what you got? What you got? Hit us first.
I'm the one dying. I'm suffering right now. My tongue. Your mic is muted.
Yeah, I was about to say, if you talking, your
So
mic's
sorry.
super music. Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Sorry. I was saying that I have an interesting take on that, and I don't know if it's like mean to say, but I feel like
Shoot.
men only say that to women that they find attractive. Like that they think is like, oh, you're too pretty to like anime. You're doing this for like attention.
Sexism much?
That
Is
is
this
the that's
like-
I don't know if
But my
that's like
thing about that is, I'm not saying that you're wrong. Wouldn't the pretty women not need attention?
But here's the thing, it's like they need like a certain, how can I explain it? It's like I've never seen a man question a woman that they didn't find
What
attractive.
the
Oh
fuck?
shit.
What happened?
You okay?
Holy shit.
What happened?
Oh, you okay?
Why?
Z.
Why what?
15,000 bits.
Damn.
Wait, what?
You just got 15K off a
They
donation?
probably see me suffering so I can go to the hospital.
Oh, wait.
You ain't
Thank
just
you
15K
so
what?
much.
You just
I
got
really
15,000?
appreciate.
Cash?
Huh?
You just got
15,000.
That's technically $150 donation.
Oh, okay,
like
okay.
about
Oh.
$150.
Oh, okay,
Oh.
boy.
I'm in the
I'm
wrong
like,
Fuck
I'm
out
business.
of here.
like,
I'm in the
for
wrong
I'm doing the
business.
wrong
business.
scene, bro. We need to be streaming.
Oh,
real.
God.
We tweaking.
$15
That's
racks.
awesome.
Thank you, Daly. I really appreciate that.
Motherfuckers
Thank
just
you
got
so
paid on
much.
Friday. They shot that bread quick.
You stupid.
It's like, here, take that.
Talk about
Throw
this the way
that
the
shot like,
bonus
whoop.
right here.
But go ahead, Colors. My bad.
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, Colors, for interrupting.
No worries. Yeah, like I only see that narrative pushed towards, like for instance, when Megan the Stallion was like, "Yeah, I like this anime," people were like, "No, you fucking don't. You're doing it because you're riding a
Fuck you,
wave."
don't, bitch.
Blah, blah, blah. I've never in my life seen males gatekeep women, who they deem a certain level of attractive. I've never seen that happen.
Me either.
It is
Usually-
conventionally unattractive women that are just like, "Oh, you're a nerd? You're a nerd." Oh, but like models can't be nerds.
or
Like
tomboys.
you know what I mean? Like like why is that a thing? And that's the only narrative I ever see. Correct me if I'm wrong. I could be totally wrong, but that's all I've ever seen.
Nah, I would
I
agree
think
with that.
I had a theory on an earlier pod that was like kind of connected to the other end of what you're talking about. And I talked about I think a lot of dudes are like maybe still carrying the hurt from their past. So like
Mm-hmm.
when I was into anime and manga, the pretty girl, like whenever you talking to a pretty chick or a chick of a certain level of attractiveness, once she find out you into anime and manga, that shit is done, fam.
Yeah, for
Like,
real.
you watching tentacle porn, you finna get clowned, she finna sit in the hallway with her friends
You
and
get
shit,
no love at
pointing at
school
your
anymore.
ass like
shout out to
it's
that
done,
hentai.
it's game over. Like you don't let that
Shout
shit
out to
leak.
that hentai for real.
Um, I think niggas don't learn how to get past that shit, and they at a point in their adult life where they still holding on to that hurt. So when they see the pretty women that's doing it now, and they know like it's cool to be into anime now. Oh, you only doing this shit to seem cool because I know women like you. Like y'all not into this shit. Like they still into that stereotype. And I think that's become a thing that's like the cool thing to hold for a lot of nerds right now. And it's actually dudes that's a part of that movement just cause it's the cool shit to say. Like, oh,
So
she's searching for clout. She's searching to get a little bit of the audience. That's the only reason she cosplay.
Leak,
That's the only reason.
so
she get
I have a
characters.
question for that. Do you think that the people that actually are using it for clout should be called out, or do you think it should just be like whatever? Because I think that some of
Who
my
cares though?
Yo, no, Lee made
well, a lot of people do because it's like one of those things where if you're doing stuff just for the sake of money, but who are you to blame? The consumer or the actual person that's doing it?
Wait. Ask
Like-
your question again.
Oh, sorry. Do you think the people that are doing it for clout
Like the
should be called out?
OnlyFans, like the
into-
OnlyFans page,
into,
or
like-
shit like that.
like people that are only doing it because
Oh.
it's popular, not because they genuinely like it or
Yeah,
are
like if
trying
that's
to
the
gain
case,
interest
I
on
don't
it.
care. I don't care.
I don't see why you would have to call out anybody because like it doesn't matter if you doing this shit because you like it or if you don't like it. I don't need to be that concerned with your read. All I need to do is just judge your content on my end and make sure like what you putting out is authentic in my eyes, and that's who I fuck with. It don't matter what your reasons are for being for this shit, because you don't know why the fuck I'm here. I could be here doing this shit for clout. We might really bond or like make a real friendship or some shit through this, both being fake. Like I don't know what's finna come from this shit. So why do I care?
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
it's. I mean, everyone does things for different reasons. I don't think I really care if you're pretending to like anime, you're pretending to like whatever. It doesn't really take away from me and my community and whatever, like the authenticity that like you have around you. It's like if someone else is like, oh yeah, fucking like what was like Michael B. Jordan? when he's like,
Naruto?
yeah, I love Naruto or something.
Naruto Shippuden.
Oh, he said it wrong.
Shippuden, like
Naruto
I don't
Shippuden.
care. Like that
No,
doesn't take
Naruto.
away from
Naruto
It doesn't.
Shippuden.
It doesn't take
Naruto.
away. And in that case, one of our guests that we had in the episode, she was also talking about how like he butchered the man's name and she can't fuck with him for that. But in that same breath, like we get a whole clothing line from Coach. Was it Coach? Or, it was
Yeah, it
Coach,
was
Yeah, it was
right?
coach.
Coach.
Yeah,
From Coach that was Naruto inspired and shit. And so like he brought that to the
that
culture for
was
some
six
people to
hundred
consume, some
dollars.
people to have.
That was stupid. In my opinion, sorry.
But it's
That was the
still
most
it's still
expensive
like
clothing line
still
ever.
I
still
wasn't gonna
adds
lie.
But
to what's
it's
going
not
on.
it's not for my tax bracket, so I can't say anything
Yeah,
about it.
you
Yeah,
see,
I feel
GB.
like some what's the word? Not clout, but like exposure. Like there is like bad publicity and good publicity, but I feel like all that stuff does is kind of make people who are like real ride a little bit harder to push like more genuine facts and more like you know what I mean? Just like I don't really like it doesn't again, it doesn't really matter. It's like, okay, like your reason for liking or fake liking doesn't take away from like what I'm doing. I'm just one of those people that is very like none of my business. You know, like doesn't affect me, none of my business. So I guess it's like easier for me to say that, but I
Mhm.
feel like that's just my stance. I don't really care if someone does something for clout. It doesn't really affect me.
I just think that as far as like the learning purposes of it, like if like you said, Michael B. Jordan said what he say, Naruto.
Naruto
So,
Shippuden.
Naruto.
Naruto.
I can't
So
even
that
say it
means
wrong,
people
yo.
that are interested in Naruto or Naruto, however you want to pronounce it, if
I
they
don't know about
talking to
Naruto.
their other friends and they start pronouncing it the way the celebrity is, everybody's gonna look like, what? Like, what are you talking about? And I think that's hard to try to
That's fair,
correct
but I also think
somebody
that
because then
like
they get
when
offended.
you no. I mean, well, that depends on the person, but I feel like when you do that, like if you receive wrong information and you're actually interested in this thing, you're going to look it up. You're going to hear the name, you're going to see it and be like, "Oh, this is what he's talking about. He pronounced it wrong, but like this is what he's talking about." Then you're going to
Right.
get your own information. At least that's how I believe the world to be. I would like the world to be like that.
But you know how
Of
people
course,
do
there's going
fake
to be a lot
news.
of people that are like misinformed and again like you're eventually going to bump into someone who knows what the fuck they're talking about if you're going into like, okay, what's Naruto Shippuden? What is that? You Google it, start watching it. Maybe you have a couple friends that watch it too. Yo, man, do you watch Naruto? They're gonna be like, what the fuck is that? Like Naruto. You know what I mean? It's like what they're talking about. If you receive like if you get misinformation and you put yourself in that community, like it'll get corrected eventually. But yes, I agree. It's like to have someone on that scale put out the wrong information is like there are going to
Annoying.
be a couple people that are lost for a bit, but if they're actually interested, you know, if that like if anything, all that happened was he was like, I like Naruto Shippuden. I don't know what the fuck that is, and they kept moving on. You know what I mean? It's like otherwise they found it, they got interested, and they've probably been corrected by now.
Mhm.
I typically lean more towards GB's theory. That is just a lot of people that are on both sides, not even just for women, but for guys as well, that are like they remember the days when motherfuckers was not it was not okay to be an anime fan. And now
Yep.
that it is okay to be an anime fan and more than okay, it is the shit to be an anime fan. It kind of it sometimes leaves a bad taste in your mouth, especially when there are people out here who are disingenuous about their love for anime or interest in anime and shit like that. So it just
We're
kind
talking
of
about games too, y'all. By the way,
and
anime
gaming,
and games.
yeah, and gaming. It's a lot
So
of
if you have an info for that,
yeah, it's a lot of disingenuous people that are, like you said, in it for just attention or because they think it's the new thing, it's the new wave, and it would hurt to think that these same people that we give so much credence to or credit to are gonna drop the shit when the next big thing comes. Like whenever K-pop becomes the next big thing or some other underrated thing becomes the next big thing. You know what I mean? Like, and then they'll drop it all and all that shit back
I
lane. We
get
was
that.
doing that in the 2010s, but now you know what I'm saying this is the wave. Y'all lame as hell for doing that. And it's just like no, we gotta shut these motherfuckers down. It's a part of that whole cancel culture shit that I don't really agree with at all. It is extremely toxic. But
Ooh.
That was my point.
We gonna
Talk
get
to
into
me,
That's
that
what I
man.
was gonna get. That's what I
topic.
was gonna get into the whole
Talk to
We
toxic.
me,
gonna
man.
get into cancer
Talk
culture.
about this shit, man.
Cancel culture. We need to cancel cancer. First of all, let's do
that's a fact.
that.
That's a fact.
So, how do you truly feel about the
Cancel
cancel
culture doesn't
culture?
exist.
Yes, it
Cancel
do, G.
culture is not
Why are we
real.
canceling people
Yes,
anyway?
it do, G.
What
Cancel
is
culture
this a
literally decides
subscription?
who who has been canceled and is actually canceled. Dave Chappelle was canceled.
R. Kelly.
R.
Wait,
Kelly's canceled.
why was Dave Chappelle
Yes.
canceled?
R. Kelly's just in jail. He ain't
Who
canceled. You got
canceled R.
people that
Kelly?
still listen
Who
to him.
canceled Dave
When
Chappelle? Wait,
when
what?
was
Nobody
Dave
canceled
when
Dave
was Dave
Chappelle.
Chappelle canceled?
Nobody
Why
canceled
is
Dave
it
When was
canceled?
Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle canceled?
Nobody
People
canceled Dave
tried to
Chappelle.
cancel him.
I
Why?
think
They
Bill
tried.
Did
You
Dave
Cosby
He was,
can't
Chappelle
no,
was
cancel
no,
him.
canceled?
no.
You can't
He
cancel
was.
him.
That's what I'm saying. He was canceled.
You mean the
He
show
was
got
canceled.
canceled? The show
No,
got
he was
No,
canceled. Like
Rome,
him and
shut
Like
the
Dave
fuck up.
Chappelle?
Rome, shut
After
the
his
fuck up.
first, after
What?
his first, listen, I love Dave Chappelle, and I
Yeah,
thought it was
thanks. I'm like, what?
hilarious. I thought it was hilarious because after his, after like one of his first stand-ups, on the first or second,
Oh, the one
whatever,
that came on
he made a
Netflix?
really
Oh, I know
wild
what you're
joke
talking about.
about
Okay,
certain
about
group of
trans like that.
people
Yeah.
that apparently no one's allowed to talk about. Cool,
the
whatever.
LGBTQ
and
community.
and he
Yeah,
was
he said
Did you
canceled.
say it?
And then guess what?
Hey, we're not
He
going
made
to
another.
the name
He made
though.
another stand-up, very similar,
And you
but he
went
was
at it
already
again?
canceled. Guess what? Gucci was canceled for the blackface. Dave Chappelle was canceled. R. Kelly's canceled. Who canceled R. Kelly?
Who's canceling
Did
people
black
anyway?
people actually cancel R. Kelly? No one that we said has been canceled has actually been. Nike was canceled. Come on, nobody has ever been canceled.
Wait,
Cancel
what?
culture
Because
is
the
getting outraged. Cancel culture is
Kaepernick.
getting outraged on social media for not even a week, for 2.5 days, and then the next subject comes along, and we forget that we canceled this
Kevin Hart was
conglomerate.
canceled,
Like,
and he was
So
successfully canceled.
this is my
How?
This is my
How?
problem
Because
with.
he was supposed to host the Grammys and didn't because
But
of
didn't
He
he?
cancel
said
culture.
something. Yeah, he said something offended. Like
He's
That's
like
what I
4 or
mean by
5
No,
years.
cancel.
no. What
So
happened? He said something years ago,
yeah,
and he
that's a
got brought
fact.
up again.
It's
And
all
then he
it,
got
all- it
canceled.
And he
all
already
it all be
apologized
about
for it.
bullshit.
He already apologized
All
for
of the
it,
cancel culture be about
Kevin
old shit.
Hart-
It'll never be about shit that just
Kevin
happens.
Hart just dropped a Netflix
What does that
special.
mean?
Ain't nobody
He did.
canceled.
What,
No,
no,
no.
All right, so wait.
This
So now
is-
we have to define what we think
Are we
cancel
talking
culture
like
is.
cancel of a career
So-
or cancel of like just a moment? Like they blew
The
the bed for
moment.
that
It's
moment.
all
That's
the
what it sounds like.
moment.
Just a moment. Yeah.
So like when I speak about when I personally, again, everybody probably had their own definition of what cancel culture is. Everybody is gonna do whatever the fuck they want to do because everybody is their own person. Like if you're still gonna listen to R. Kelly, I still listen to R. Kelly. Like I don't give a fuck. But I have to also acknowledge the fact that there is a large group of people that don't listen to R. Kelly. I know them people. You know what I'm saying? That don't listen to R. Kelly because of cancel culture. And you got to recognize what the impact was in the moment. So for Kevin Hart, you were good. You were hosting the Grammys, and then cancel culture comes, pull some old shit. Now you're not hosting the Grammys. You were
No,
canceled.
he
in that
stepped
moment.
down. He chose to step down.
Yeah, he
though.
chose
He
to
didn't
step down.
have to.
But
That
he-
was
but he
his
had-
choice.
He wasn't. It was
That's
like
his
either
choice.
you
Some-
apologize
I think
or
he
you
did.
don't
somebody
do it.
somebody
Oh,
fucked
he said
up in the
Douglas.
meeting, like
And that was
don't
his
give you the
choice.
chance to step down on your own.
Yeah, bro. That was like either you apologize or you don't do it, and that was it. He just got ahead of it and was like, "All right, I'll step down," before they make it look like I'm even worse than I am, and now
So-
it's like terrible.
This is my problem with cancel culture. They don't give people opportunity to correct what they did wrong. You can't cancel someone what is a person supposed to do if it's like, okay, you're canceled. Nothing that you can do is gonna make us see that you're like an awesome person anymore, or you can't even say sorry and like actually genuinely mean it. Nope, you're canceled. You cancel. It's like, how is somebody supposed to grow and learn and evolve from their mistakes? Like, think of it like a child. If a child touched something hot,
You're canceled.
The funny thing is, it always
now you're gonna beat your
motherfuckers
kid for like 10 minutes
already
because that's
be
what
done
you're
learned
supposed
from
to
this
teach
shit.
them.
Motherfuckers
Like,
already be
I
done learned
just
from
don't-
this shit. Like
I don't like cancel culture because you cancel the person without actually helping them. Like, you just cancel them completely. You don't tell them what they need to do wrong, and then all they gotta do is just continue doing whatever they're doing. They're not learning, and that's the problem. And I understand like some situations, like the whole R. Kelly thing. I don't, whatever. But other situations, like small situations, like Kevin Hart's thing, it's like he already apologized. After that, when was the next time you ever heard him say anything that was like transphobic?
First of all,
You haven't, because he
he
already learned
apologized
from
for that shit
before.
before the whole Grammy shit. He
But
apologized
that's what I'm
years
saying.
ago.
Like, that's what I'm saying. He already apologized. He acknowledged that he was wrong, and he moved forward. What more do you want the man to do?
They want
Like,
to
what
cry.
more do you want
They
him
want
to
to step
do?
down. I feel like the cancel culture is like
What
it's
up,
just
Slish?
social media. It's just a hashtag the way I see it because you cancel someone and then you talk about how bad they are, go ranting or all this on Facebook. You want them to step down, do all this stuff, but like
Everybody got a think piece.
yeah, right. And then it's like, and then it's like next big thing, as you said, colors comes out. It's they canceled now. It just keeps moving on. I don't really believe in the whole cancel culture. I think people just
The
say it
Most
just to
High,
say
thank you for
it,
the follow.
just to
Beauty.
like like I don't want to I don't fuck with him anymore. But you're lying because you're still gonna watch some of his stuff. You're still gonna see him anywhere, and you're still gonna be like, oh okay, I like this. It's cool. But you're gonna say it's canceled next time he does something bad. It's like
Yeah,
it's
like, oh, he already
all
did
this
this,
social
this, and that.
media.
It's like, did people forget like celebrities are human too? Like, did we forget that, or do we think that they're just like freaking aliens or something? Like, I'm confused.
This microwave generation is too fucking quick with
Microwave.
the way they do things. Like everything's like done in like a minute, quick and hot, and that's it's nothing. It wasn't even warmed up. It was just like cold the whole time.
Mm.
If you get my reference,
Hey, I have a slight troll of a complaint.
you
Like,
mean you're always trolling?
no, but like, something that I don't like about a narrative, um, with JoJo, is that it's like so gay. And what I notice is the LGBTQ community never sticks up for JoJo. Like, I've never seen niggas get like outraged
Well, because
over calling
are
JoJo
any
gay.
of them actually gay?
The JoJo people?
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
So what does
Well,
that have to
no.
do with
Actually, in
them?
part five, there was some gay people, but the main characters are not gay. No.
hmm.
I mean, you
But
really don't even know all the time. I feel like for the most part, it's pretty ambiguous in
Hmm.
JoJo.
But why does
I
it
mean,
matter? Like, if
yeah,
the story is
it's
nice and
funny.
you like the character, why does it matter?
Hmm.
no, I agree.
Like, I
No,
don't.
I agree. I just find it crazy that you know what I'm saying the LGBTQ community would like be really outraged with certain things, but like we know that
Hmm.
there's LGBTQ people in the anime community as well. It's like why y'all just let this JoJo slander get off like all
For
the
real.
time?
Maybe they don't watch JoJo's.
RTM,
JoJo's
thanks for the
great.
follow.
Maybe. What you say, wrong? You said JoJo great. You said it's the goat. Go
I didn't say to go.
crazy,
I said it's great.
bro. Go crazy. I heard all of that. It's cool.
So since JoJo's like a classic anime, and you seen like from what it is, like even One Piece, like you can see from what it was when it first started up to now. How do you think the artwork has evolved since we're talking more so about like style and like even storyline, if you want to talk about that? And how do you feel like it relates, or how do you think that the new generation of art anime have inspired the older generation to fix like their artwork?
Mm,
I think
yeah,
Because
I'll
there's a
say
bunch
that.
of different art styles, and I think
But they all like work differently in their own ways, honestly.
yeah.
Like some art style might work for one anime, but might not work for the other anime. But that's only because you're so used to that certain type of art style that if they switch it up now, it's like okay, so like, what are you doing, man? Just like if it's like JoJo, like part 3, like the whole art style throughout that was just kind of for me. I didn't enjoy it as much as the animation that they have in part 4 now, like the latest one or part 5, whatever. I can't even think. But I just think that the animation needs to evolve like a little bit as you go along, but not like take away from the original, like what you started with. Just like get better, make it more clear, crisper, but don't like completely change it overall. That's just my
Hmm.
opinion.
I personally like that each part of JoJo basically has a different art style, a different art direction. Um,
Hmm.
it does keep its same. It does.
Damn,
It does
you
keep
lost
its
again.
same base like aesthetic, but
I
for
think I need a new router.
oh that's you.
Hmm.
Mm.
I think I need a new router because you guys freeze and then you guys go
Oh,
away.
Nah, I've been freezing. Y'all been freezing on mine too.
Oh, okay. So never
Yeah.
mind. I don't know what it is then.
I think it's just too many streams going on, but
It is 3 streams
stream
going
away,
on.
Y'all
stream away.
smooth. Y'all
Twitch has
smooth
been
to me.
acting up,
Um,
like the whole platform.
no, it's just
Oh,
been kind of like choppy.
yeah, like
No,
so,
I'm
like,
talking. Chat saying that Twitch has been acting up.
Oh,
mm,
Oh, okay. So Twitch is doing this. Fuck you, Twitch.
damn.
mm,
But
Clip
yeah,
that.
I like that it's different art styles. They keep the same aesthetic from part to part, but like the
yeah, I
overall
like that.
art changes, and I fuck with that. So I don't read, so I don't know what part 6, 7, and 8 look like. But from part 5, like I fucked with it. I feel like wherever whatever area of the world they focusing on, they try to like pander or like cater to that art style more. But they gonna still have their vibrantness. They still gonna have those loud ass colors. They still gonna have the extraness, the menacing and fucking rumble. You know what I'm saying? Like all of that shit gonna still be there. But I do like that they change it every time.
But as for One Piece animation now, um, I'm not really like the animation now that One Piece. What they're trying to do, they're trying to like really make it exciting, make it more colorful as it used to be. But like I think they're just doing it badly.
I don't think it's the
Honestly,
animation. I
Really?
think it's just
the
the
studio,
studio.
yeah,
Yes, the studio's
like I wish,
because they gotta pace it like that.
and I hate that, man. Like, come on, at least if you're gonna pace this, like stop for a while, don't do an animation for a while, then like come back again and actually pace it properly so we can enjoy watching the One Piece. Because right now I don't enjoy watching One Piece because every freaking 2 minutes is just like crack, crack, or just staring at someone for like a good minute and a half.
But what about
This
gaming too? Like how
sounds
gaming has
crack.
like improved. Like how do you feel about
Oh,
I
like back
love
in the day
I
games
love
compared
the
I
way
to
love how it's
games look
improved.
now, bro.
Yeah,
Games look fucking amazing now. Like
facts.
just so realistic. Like I remember the first game I ever played that I just felt like, yo, I can touch this motherfucker. Like was The Last of Us, and I just was like, yo, this shit looks beautiful. I remember in the first 15 minutes, spoilers, spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. When Ellie dies, I'm not Ellie.
Oh,
Um,
his
his
daughter.
daughter, yeah, when his daughter
Yeah,
dies, you could see the fucking tears coming down this nigga. The
yeah.
tears look so fucking real. I was like, yo, this shit is amazing, and I think it adds to. I think the realism of the graphics adds to how I feel about the story in some way.
Mm.
But I definitely enjoy the way games are moving. I don't want consoles to start looking more stupid though. That PS, if that
I mean,
P, if
yeah,
that
that's fact.
PS5 is real, that's probably the dumbest looking console I've seen on video.
Wait, is there a picture of it already?
Yes,
I,
bro.
I, I've seen a lot of fan made stuff, so I don't know what's real and what's
I don't
fake
know if
right
it's
now.
real, but it was a picture floating around like a leak. It looked like a
Yeah.
fucking
That
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 you.
toilet bowl
Yes,
looking
bro.
you shit.
Yes, bro. It looked like
That
a
looks wild.
porta potty.
That's really what the console's supposed to look like.
I don't know, but that's what motherfuckers is saying. That shit look dumb.
Wow. But in
Yeah,
terms of your
okay.
question, Poodle,
Oh,
um, games are definitely gotten better. Like for me, I remember when I had the first Mortal Kombat game when it first came out back a long time ago, and playing the MK11 now, that the graphics look so much better, and this makes me more enjoyable to play the game. For me, honestly, I just enjoy like watching like the blood splatter everywhere, and it looks kind of realistic. I know it's not as realistic, but it looks just makes it more fun and like, oh shit, look at his spine, look at his inside, look at all his anatomical innards outside of his body and shit. That for me is dope. I love how games have come along from
I
like
think I think the biggest improvement that I seen where I was like, wow, this game came a long way was Mortal Kombat.
yeah. I
From
remember.
what it started off to what it is now, I'm just like, wow. Like the details is
I didn't
oh my
notice Rome was
gosh.
in the kitchen.
He's in, was he in the kitchen last time?
I didn't. I didn't know. I don't know. I don't remember. Why hella didn't notice he was in the kitchen. That's what's up. Shout out to Rome.
Said
Um,
Red Dead Redemption 2.
what's another game? Yeah, definitely MK. MK has
So,
come a long way.
yo,
Soul
look at this.
Calibur.
Look at this. The old ass Mortal Kombat games, and look at the graphics. Some shit was
This nigga when
trash,
he got the game.
You ain't got the game.
bro.
Them bitches up.
Yo, cause I'm telling you, I was a Mortal Kombat fiend, man. I had every single Mortal Kombat game that ever came out. So yeah, that was my favorite game back in the day, man. Still got the same games inside, yo. Untouched. I might sell these actually.
Untouched.
Yeah, because
Oh, you bought,
I haven't played in like a couple of years.
Don't
They've been
sell
sitting there for a
them. They're gonna
while.
be worth money
Right,
in
they're gonna be
like
worth, bro.
20,
You
30,
know how
40
much
years.
Budokai Tenkaichi 3 costs? That shit like $1,200 for a copy of that.
but GameStop would
Shit.
give your ass a whole $7.
Haven't. Yo, fuck GameStop. Fuck GameStop. That's all I'm saying. Damn, man.
Oh, shit.
Somebody's asking, do you have Special Force or Sub Zero?
Hmm?
Mythology Sub Zero?
Wrong.
What are they asking me? If I have Sub Zero, like in the game?
We don't know.
I don't know.
This your shit.
Like,
Like I never knew if there was Sub Zero game. I mean, I've had like Deadly Alliance, Deception. I can't remember what else it was, but I've had every single one up to MK. I didn't get MK 11, MK 10. That's the only one I didn't get. But
so
yeah,
what art style would you like to see like a new anime or a new game be with the old style and then vice versa? So like the reason why I picked this question is because I seen um somebody post where it was like Boku no Hero Academia as if it was a 90s cartoon, a 90s anime.
mm,
It looked crazy. Like Deku looked like Spike from Cowboy Bebop, like a younger
mm,
version of him. It was
yeah.
like really crazy to see like the difference between the two. So what's the anime that is new that you want to see like old style just for the like kicks and giggles and then vice versa?
Mm,
I'd like to see a couple newer animes in Akira style for sure.
yeah, Kurosawa was fire. But what anime would I
That's
really want to see?
that's
Old
that's
style, yo.
that's
Cause,
tough.
yeah, 'cause I'm thinking I don't want to change like how because a lot of the old styles was kind of not appealing to me. I didn't like go like them. Like the new anime now, how they look amazing. Like the animation quality is great. So like I don't even want them to like downgrade and go back in time. But like
I think I would like for kicks and giggles would want to see Food Wars in the bleach style just to see how that would look.
Mm.
Food Wars in Bleach style, yo. Bleach had the top animation when they was big three. Bleach had the best animation.
mm,
I'd like to see anything like, I guess, popular shonen in like Sailor Moon style.
Mm,
mm,
I would
that'd
like
be
that. Like I
interesting.
really like Sailor
Ooh,
Moon and like Inuyasha.
I would love to
yeah,
see.
Inuyasha remake. I need to see
I would
you
love to see
Happy
Bongo
Show.
Stray Dogs in Lupin the Third animation style.
Mm.
You mean the
Okay.
CGI?
No, the old Lupin the
Oh,
Third.
Okay.
Lupin the
oh,
I can see
Third. You
that.
don't remember that?
That's
Yeah.
expressing you, Asher.
yeah.
Yo, that shit look, bro. Them skinny ass legs. He used to do them dumbass kicks and shit. That
Yo, you
shit
know
used
what'd
to be
be really
fire.
ridiculous? What about like a samurai, like Samurai Champloo, and like Berserk,
Mm.
Which Berserk? The
Wow.
old
And
Berserk?
Berserk-
the one that's more like CGI ish,
You want to
that's
see?
with like
So
the
you want to see a
weird
CGI Samurai Champloo?
kinda.
hmm.
Oh, Hunter
That's like
Hunter.
Demon Slayer basically.
Hunter in a Attack on Titan style.
Oh my
Oh, that'd
god.
be sick.
mm.
Oh my
God.
god.
That'd be sick.
Mm.
Oh my gosh, I can imagine
That would be
gone
dope.
right now.
I saw like
I can't really think of any, but I want to see Villain in a different style.
What style?
Would you want to see older or newer or
I
CGI?
don't know.
I would
I
love to
wouldn't
see
really.
Vinland. I would love to see Vinland like One Punch Man.
Mm.
Hmm.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah, like
Cause
I can.
I wouldn't want
So
Villain
you
to
would
be
watch
older because it wouldn't have the same fluidity. Like it still needs to
Yeah.
be fluid as an
That's
anime.
why I said One Punch Man. Well, season one of One Punch
Yeah,
Man, not season two.
you
Mm.
really didn't fuck with season 2. We
Not the
remember.
animation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, I would take that shit in a season 1 though.
Yeah, faceless, but it would just be interesting to see like just different styles of like different artists
That's why.
doing like
Yeah, and I
crossovers
still.
because it just like it would be interesting to see what that particular character would look like. Because
That's
what a lot of people don't know is like a lot of the writers they talk to each other, so sometimes your favorite characters are actually in their manga or anime
hmm.
series and they're in that art style. It's just you don't know it because they
Yeah,
have like a different name
I was just
with
about to
different
say, like,
features.
that's why I like when they do that. When all the authors like draw a character from their shit in somebody else's art style, or in they, like, and yeah, you know what I mean. Like when Oda was
Yeah.
drawing all the DBZ characters in the One Piece style and shit like that. Like they did like a Dragon Ball Z. They did like a Dragon Ball Z celebration or like appreciation, and like Tagashi, Oda, Kubo, Kishimoto, all of them drew like Goku and Piccolo and all of those dudes, the Z
I
fighters,
remember that.
in their own
And they
style.
art style.
That shit was raw as hell. And
That's
you get
dope.
to see like how like how much they drew from that shit. Like One Piece looked like the One Piece version, the way Oda drew Goku, he looked just like fucking Luffy.
I don't think I've seen it. I need to look it up.
Yeah, definitely Google
Yeah,
that shit. That shit was
they've been
cold.
doing. I've been seeing a lot of those lately. A lot of like people doing different art styles for different
So
anime,
art
switching it up.
challenge.
Is it a challenge? Oh, I didn't
I
realize.
be
It
seeing like
is an art.
hashtag.
It was an art challenge at one point where they was like my style. Then they would draw like
Oh yeah, yeah, I remember
Powerpuff Girls, or they'll draw like an anime character. They'll draw like their favorite
that.
shows, and then they'll draw like whatever their style was in the middle
You know
as a
what I
picture
love
of
to
them. I
see?
remember that.
You know what I Loki would love to see? I would love to see Demon Slayer in JoJo's style.
that
For real, like
that would be I don't know
not
about
even as a
this.
troll, not even as a troll. Like I think the watercolor shit would be raw as hell in JoJo style.
I'm trying to think how that would be even looking. I don't know, man. I just
Wait,
can't picture
you
it.
want Demon Slayer to be in JoJo's or JoJo's to be in Demon Slayer?
No,
Nah, Demon Slayer and JoJo.
Demon Slayer and JoJo's.
Hmm.
All right. I was looking down. I got distracted. I missed the whole thing.
Niggas high.
it happens, B.
No, man. I'm trying to check out the stream and shit. Make sure it's still up. And this is my first time using it for this long.
All right, y'all gonna have
So
to send me a link where I can actually see it because I can't find it. All I'm seeing is the crossover that they did with Turco,
mm,
that movie that they did. That's the only thing that's popping up. So I need that sent to me. All right, so it's only one more question. I don't know if anybody else has
Cool.
other topics before we get into the last topic.
Nay,
wait, did we go through all the topics already?
I gotta move.
Yeah,
Man,
yeah, we did.
that was,
It's about sexy loot cosplayers. Is it real cosplay? Is it not real cosplay? How do you feel about it? How does like your experience or other people feel about it if you don't feel, the same way they do?
oh, I'm gonna let someone else go because
GB.
I feel the same way. I feel the same way I do about the gatekeeping almost, because it's like it's here. So like I don't really know why it matters sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
but I do. I feel like it's a form of cosplay because all cosplay really is like you dressing up as a character. The version of the character doesn't really matter. Just that you the character, like it's costume play. So I feel like it could be a form of cosplay. I ain't against that.
I for one I don't mind it because I am a nasty dude and I like seeing lewd cosplays. So
Why'd you be
like
honest?
I'm I'm just being real. Like I don't mind seeing it like they are, but some of them I just like damn. In my mind I'm like damn, it's just so easy, yo. Put on just change up your outfit, make it a little skimpier, and that's the loose shit. And then you can sell all those pics. Honestly, I'm just kind of jealous because that's easy money for them. And also at the same time, it's like I'm a lit. How can I say offended that they're using like some like my favorite characters and it's like using to make money. And as you said, GB gatekeeping, like I don't want to, but like if you're gonna use this character to make money, yo, and then you're just gonna like fuck up the whole outfit and costume just to make it more sexy, appealing, like a sexy Luffy or like a sexy this. I'm just like, you do have to do that now? Was it really
But
that
why?
necessary?
But why do we care? Like you could just keep scrolling. Like
Mm-hmm.
I do. I
if I
like it.
really don't like this shit, like why would I even devote my energy to being upset at this shit? Like I'm finna move the fuck on.
Oh,
Okay, so that's what you doing.
yeah.
Like we
I'm not
do
saying
I
I'm
really care
upset.
to
I'm just
address it
saying like
with
I'm
you?
just like,
If I don't even care enough to say some shit to you, I'm definitely not finna care enough to like keep worrying about it after I scroll past that moment
oh,
and even
I
I
make
don't
make
worry.
it
think
a thing.
I
It
think
just be
my
annoying at the time, like looking at it, seeing this, like, damn, that shit look kind of. Why you had to go that far? But
So
it
for
doesn't matter.
me, I'm stuck in the middle with one subject. Like I don't know how I truly feel about it, but when people do sexy lewd cosplays for underage characters,
See
that's
now,
where
That's just
that's kind of
inappropriate.
weird.
Without
that's
question,
where
that's
I'm
just
like,
inappropriate.
because like people do Daphne from Scooby Doo and not knowing that she's
I've
16.
seen a lot of
But
them.
it's like,
Like,
oh, I'm
aren't
Yeah.
sexy
aren't
Daphne,
most
and it's like,
aren't most anime characters like teenagers
Most of them
though?
are. Most of them are.
not the Luke cosplayers that I see. They mostly do gaming characters, and all of the characters are 18 or older.
I don't know.
But the
I've
ones
seen
that I see where they actually do, like, these are these are kids. These are like sexy number 5 from Kids Next Door, and it's like,
yeah, I've seen all of that. I've seen
I mean, that's just fucking
Nezuko.
wild.
she's literally
Yeah.
like what,
I've seen
9?
all
But,
that.
and
Like,
honestly, that's my childhood. Like, I don't want to see number 5 in that way. She was my favorite. She was funny as shit. I ain't the coolest one out of all.
so
of
that's
them.
why I said, like, I'm just like, when I see it, because the only reason why I say that is because I've seen the subject about I'm probably gonna butcher her name, even though I do like Demon Slayer. What's the girl with the thing in her
Nezuko.
mouth?
Oh, you talking about Nezuko?
Netsuko. I always say Nesco. Netsuko.
Nezuko.
An artist did a artwork of her grown up, like she was older Netsuko. But people were like, "Why are you sexualizing a child?" And I'm like, "Well, did you say the same thing to the person that did a lewd cosplay of
Bro,
her?"
I have seen a Nezuko porno. That shit is wild. This shit's crazy.
That's what I'm
Yo,
saying. Like,
you
it's
surprise
just
me
like,
every day, Ron. Every damn day.
Yo,
watching that.
no, I didn't say I watched it. I said I saw it. Like at a school.
What
I'm
the
like, this
fuck
shit
is
really
that,
out
Ron?
here?
How the fuck you go? I didn't say I watched
He's
it. I said I
looking for
saw
his
it.
tentacle porn.
I was
He's like,
looking
what
for.
the hell is this?
Exactly. I was looking for my
Hey.
technical point. I'm like, what
Hey,
is this?
Lee, get
Nezuko?
Rome.
You wonder why girls wasn't talking
Lee,
to him in
get
high
Rome the
school.
fuck out of here, bro.
Nah, girls don't talk to me now either way.
Oh,
Oh my god.
This isn't tentacle porn.
Oh my
no.
god.
Nezuko?
GB, get
I
your
ain't want to see
co-host.
this shit.
Get your co-host.
I,
Get your co-host the fuck out of here.
Rob G
Yo,
is.
I'm just being real. If y'all can't handle the realness,
We can't handle it.
can't get
So,
out the
like,
kitchen, bro.
so my question is, like,
Supernovas that are tuned in. These are the things that we edit out.
so what's
We introduce you to Rome.
what's taking it too
That's what
far
it
though
takes.
with that? Like, what would you consider like? Like, all right, enough is enough.
Who's Ray Brown?
In terms of
Like, even
cosplaying
art, we
these
can talk about lewd cosplay. We can talk about artwork, like people like over sexualizing, I guess, characters that are minors. Do you think it's a country thing? Because you know how in other countries like the age limit is something completely different, or what do you think? Like, what's your opinion on that?
Wait, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. One more time, repeat your question. I was
Cause
distracted by
are
the
you?
comment.
My question is the person that's doing the cosplay, are they portraying themselves directly as like the 13-year-old character, or are they something different?
So that goes into another talk about like Lolitas, people that are
What?
adults that dress up
What is
as
that?
girl, like younger people.
I don't know if I can talk.
It's called what?
Lolita,
Malita?
Is that
Lolita.
Oh,
Lolita?
Mhm.
Oh,
And
Have you ever? So
that's
you
me
know,
dressing up as a. Oh, go ahead.
like in Black Clover, you know how Charming has her like regular adult form, and then she has her like little cutesy chibi form. That's her cutesy chibi is Lolita. Like that's what it is. She's like, she looks younger than what she actually is.
I don't watch Black
Is the
Clover,
same
but I
is the
understand
same
what
said
you
for males?
You need to watch it. Okay,
Is
but
the same said for males?
Sorry. Yes, it's the same for males.
So like Hitsugaya would be that?
what?
That was a question.
That was the question?
Yeah, I asked a question. I didn't know the same was said for males. Hitsugaya is like an adult in a child body, right? No?
Huh?
Where
I'm sorry. You need to break this down
the
for
name
me.
is not ringing a bell with me.
Yeah,
Hitsugaya,
I'm
the captain
like,
from
who?
the captain from Bleach. The kid captain, the ice captain. That's like a 10-year-old.
No, I think he's just short, right?
No.
No, but they do have a lot of like anime where it's like they're mad small and like teenage bodies, but like thousands of years old. Is that what
What
you're talking
Yeah,
about,
about
like
Sensei?
what
yeah.
about
Is
what
that
about the
Lolita as
Blue
well?
Ranger?
Technically, that would be Lolita too.
What about the Blue Ranger from Power Rangers in Space?
Was he blue or was
Was
he
that
white?
What?
Space? No, that was Turbo. That was Power Rangers Turbo. The little boy that used to morph and grow up. Is that the same thing?
Oh,
All it is older. It's like an older character that looks young. That's all it is. That's what
I don't
Lolita
really
is.
know. Like, I think it really just boils down to
it's
like
all
it boils
weird.
down to
But I love weird.
the censoring. Like, the only people that it would really affect are kids, and for us, it's a choice. Like, if we're like, for us being adults, it's a choice for us to be, what I'm saying, delving deep into these child, like the cosplays of children characters and shit like that. It's like, that's a child. I ain't really doing that, but it's a dope cosplay. Like, I've seen several Nezuko cosplays. It's like, that's a child, but that's a dope cosplay nonetheless. Keep strolling. But like, as a child, I can imagine me as a 10-year-old. My parents probably wouldn't want me looking at neither fucking one. Like, even if I'm
Right.
even if my mom knows I watch Demon Slayer, she's not gonna approve of me seeing any lewd pictures of anybody, whether it was Mario Leona or fucking Nezuko. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I don't know. I feel like it just comes down to censorship, and with I don't think they'll ever make it child pornography. Cause I don't know what Rome is into, but like I'm not watching them.
Whoa, 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 hold up. Hold up. Don't try to make me sound like some creep now, bro. I definitely did not watch that porn. No, it was not watched by my eyes. I said I saw it scrolling on my way to Central Porn,
You saw it.
and yeah, and I was just like, okay, that's wild.
You saw it. You let it play? Cause
I
how
feel
you
like
know what it
I could have
was?
sworn I
That's
screenshot and sent it to the chat
wild.
You let it play, bro.
because I saw Nezuko on the fucking. I saw the thumbnail was her in the fucking outfit.
That's
What?
crazy.
Let's
What
open. I'm just
website
like,
you
what
was
the?
watching?
Yo, Pornhub, bro.
Bro, oh my god. Get the fuck out of here. Oh my
Yo,
god.
Pornhub, bro. They be
Rome is the funniest dude on the pod consistently.
Bro, this nigga
it was wild, man. It was wild,
Um,
and it just blew my mind. I was like, this is really next level. Like I wouldn't even consider that cosplaying. That's just straight up like, as you said, yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. It
They've
was
done
just,
it with stuff that's not anime. That's basically role playing. That's like cops and
what's
robbers. Or
what's your thought, Colors?
I think if
Here it
anything,
comes.
like
Here
literally,
it comes.
no, I said it already, but like anything underage, just like keep it the fuck away from me. And why are you being a weirdo and cosplaying underage people when there's
Hey,
billions of
how do y'all feel about these
animes?
super fucking like horny ass motherfuckers on Twitter? I don't know if it's a
I love it.
troll.
I mean,
I don't
everybody.
know if you said you love it.
I was being
Oh, okay.
sarcastic.
I was
Oh,
about to say, like, I don't know if it's a troll. I don't know if motherfuckers be serious, but like they'll see some shit and just be like, "Yo, I would, give you my entire bank account to eat your butt for 2 seconds," like, or some shit like that. Like them,
the fuck?
yeah, them overly horny motherfuckers that see a whole bunch of like either it be anime shit, real shit, and it's just like. I never like when I got off Twitter. It was 2013, and I came back, and that shit is just a
no
different
comment for
place,
those
bro.
horny dudes.
that's
It's
how I feel right
it's a
now.
different
My
place,
last
bro.
tweet was like
Yo, Twitter is a weird place. I'm not gonna lie.
my
Being
last tweet was like in 2012, and then I just got back on. We started the pod, and this shit mad different. Like the things that exist on Twitter, it's like Facebook.
Yo, this is my first time on Twitter, and I gotta say, y'all some weirdos, bro.
Fucking
Every
weirdos,
day,
bro.
every day I come on Twitter, is something wild I'm seeing. I'm just like, this shit's crazy. So, what is this place? Is this social media? This is the number one social media out here.
Is it
Here's the thing,
deflection?
like
Is it
it
deflection that you're
started.
doing?
Deflecting.
What's your thought,
Wait,
Colors?
Because you are the problem, Rome.
Hey, I stopped posting porn. Okay, I stopped. I stopped. Okay, I'm just, I just, yeah, okay.
What's up, Colors? What were you saying?
Twitter.
It started as a joke. definitely started as a joke, like guys like saying that they would like, oh, I'll drink your bathwater and like whatever weirdo
Wait,
shit.
You
didn't
made
a girl
them
actually sell that
wings.
though? There was a girl who was selling her
Yeah.
Yes,
bathwater,
she sold her
and people were
bathwater.
buying it, which
Because
is
people are
wild.
But the thing is, it's
Like, that's
like
disgusting.
now I think that like it's become so normalized that there's actually a weird line of people that think it's okay to use these lines as like shooting a real shot. A
Shooting a
real shot.
real
Like
shot.
before people, yeah, before people would be like, oh, I'll fucking walk barefoot on lava coals and do a backflip into whatever just to have a whiff of your bath water or some weird shit that is like I would never do this. But then people will be like weirdos and like shoot those kind of shots and actually hope for a response. So it's like I think that's a problem where like that weird trolly
Mm.
just weirdo
I think
horny
Twitter is
dude
just too
shit
free for
I
Bro,
like.
think
Poodle,
I
do
think
you get
too
that shit?
normalized.
I think what?
Do you get that shit? Like on your when you
Oh,
drop your
I thought you
lewds or
said, "Are
whatever?
you with that shit?"
No, no,
Like,
no, 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 no,
what?
no, 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 no. Do you get it? Like when people comment on
They
your
trying to.
lewds or whatever,
Are they
like
trying to backflip on hot chocolate?
I think that society
dodge the
has
question.
made.
It's like I believe that
I
as a
think
society,
that society is making kinks public. It's no longer a thing to be ashamed, quote unquote, ashamed of your kinks. So people are
Oh,
brave
you know,
enough to tell people.
nah, that's a whole
you know what
other.
I just remembered?
I don't
Man?
even know what y'all talking about. Y'all
I
talking
just
about
remembered.
drinking bathwater and shit. Maybe somebody like
y'all, why
drinking
you
bathwater.
saying
That's their
y'all?
kink.
What you mean?
Maybe that's their
I'm not
kink.
drinking bathwater.
I don't know.
That's
All I
gross.
know is like I just found out people like to suck on people's toes. I just found out people like to watch people go to the bathroom.
Yo, Poodle, why are
I
you
learned
lying?
so much
Poodle,
on Twitter. It
Poodle.
just Twitter and
Why
other
are
stuff.
you
I'm just like,
acting
what
like
the
you was
hell?
in the same chat I was in a couple of years ago? Come
Look,
on now. Come
motherfucker.
on now. That chat was real. Shit happened.
But that's a private chat. We talk about
Yeah.
like Twitter where everybody
Yeah,
can
now
see.
Twitter's wild, yo. That was look, I'll see
I
some
feel
shit.
like I see stuff all the time. Was like, I think like one time this guy retweeted. I blocked him so fast. He retweeted a girl taking a shit on the like in the toilet. It was like, this looks so good. I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm not
Yo,
kink shaming, guys. If you guys
nah.
are into that,
Kink
I mean,
shaming?
No.
by
Kink
all
shaming?
There was
means.
a certain level. There was a certain level for like,
But I don't want to see that on my timeline.
nah,
Kink
man.
shaming.
Like I don't want to see that on social media. I don't want to see
Yeah.
it anywhere.
If I see the counter movement for like kink positivity or some shit like that,
Oh,
I'm
they're
finna be
trying to do
upset.
that though. They're really trying to do that. There's actually a guy who's I can't remember where it is, but he's trying to make like I think like dating
There's
like
a lot of people that watch
career
people's
or some
shit,
shit like
yo.
that. I'm like, what the fuck? Y'all really out here really trying to make this shit a lifestyle?
Hey,
Like they trying to come a part of the
we
LGBT.
not
thank
we
you
not
for
gonna
the follow.
forget we not gonna brush past the fact that Poodle didn't answer my question and she gonna throw the wings away later.
What's the question?
No, I don't know. I'm bullshit.
Did you ever take that by the wing?
Huh?
Did you ever eat another wing?
Hell no.
No.
That's why I said
Y'all
she
didn't ask me
gonna,
no
she gonna she gonna throw them bitches away. I know she is. Them bitches cold. She not reheating. She not reheating them wings.
They going in the
Them bitches going in the
My
trash.
garbage.
mouth is burning. I mean, I'll eat two more
You ain't
bites.
gotta do
'cause
that. I'm
colors.
just trolling, G. I'm just trolling.
Okay. I'm like them things. My mouth's still tingling right now. I gotta like. I'm gonna wash the sauce off and then eat it.
Wash the sauce off.
Wow, that's new. That is new.
Yeah. Well, my thing is, I've learned so much about just BDSM and just like that community that I don't kink shame. So if you are into that, that's on you. It might seem weird or disgusting to like other people. I mean, eating ass was disgusting at one point. So
Yeah,
Now
look how
it's the wave.
look at it now. It's
Now
like
it's
it's
the wave.
acceptable. So
now it's the
so
wave.
I'm
Still
not
not my
gonna.
wave, but
That
I'm
is
not
your wave,
going.
Rome.
shut up, Sensei. You don't know what I do in my
I'm
bedroom.
not going to kink shame.
That's
So I feel
what's-
like if somebody comes and thinks that they can say that to me, I'm just gonna
So nobody
either
has said that to
rudely
you.
or kindly say what? Can they drink my bathwater?
Anything, yeah, anything of that nature.
So,
No one has
they
ever
never-
commented
they
on a
never
picture
asked
or
if they
anything
eat
like
your
that
ass?
saying that.
Say something crazy?
Yes. You get a
They
whole
don't-
bunch of comments on your IG. So I'm sure on your IG at least.
My IG is actually very respectable outside
Really?
of a few outside of a few racist people.
Can't get rid
Now,
of
if
them.
you're talking about like Facebook,
Yeah, Facebook or Twitter. Has anybody ever said, "Look, I would, go through
I would-
hell and
Yeah.
hell and back to suck your toenail corns"?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Do you
Yeah.
block them,
Yeah.
or you just say thank you? What do you do?
Thank you.
I leave. I leave them on
Thank you for your
ignore.
payment.
Thank you.
I'll leave them on ignore.
Thank you for your comment. I'm just gonna ignore it.
Yeah, I've had that
That was a
before.
good question.
Look
'Cause
at
I was
Yo,
like,
you should take another wing.
That's what I was trying to ask. And she was dodging. I feel. I'm like, all right.
How do people fix their mouths to say "I want to eat your ass" and let me eat your ass? Like I don't get it.
They don't fix their mouth. They
Why
fix
is
their
he saying
fingers.
I
They fix their fingers.
Yeah, but that's the thing. A lot of these
Let
people
me
would never
eat your
say that in
ass.
real life.
Bro, no. A lot of these
Yeah.
people don't even never even encountered a woman.
Unless they're
Yeah,
unless
like, you're
they're
a whole new
intoxicated
You're a
or
whole
on
different
drugs.
person online. I believe that people portray themselves a different way when they're online behind the keyboard as opposed to in real life.
Rum, you
So I
think,
feel like
you think I'm a different person in real life?
nah, Sensei, you a real nigga.
Our
man.
hot wings.
You're the
videos
loudest
on
one in the
this
room
podcast.
always.
I got 2 more questions, so I do have to eat. I have to
Oh,
take
yes.
a bite of 2 more.
All right.
All right, bet.
I
I
got
got a
no
We
question.
just started talking about
I got a
eating
question.
booty for some reason.
did Colors ask one yet?
No, she didn't.
I
True.
don't have one.
I got a question.
You
though.
said
So
what?
you have
I
one
got a
or you
question,
don't?
and it ties in.
I
It
don't
ties
have one.
into what we talking about right now. So
Am
go
I
ahead,
eating
get
a
that
wing or am I
get
not?
get that wing ready.
Get a fresh wing too.
Y'all making me so shut the fuck up.
No blue cheese, no dressing, just
I
the
don't
wing.
got no. Look how much sauce is on this fucking
Oh, yeah,
wing.
dip it in the sauce a little
my
bit.
god!
Dip it in the sauce a little
I'm gonna
bit.
die.
I'm
Dip it
ready.
in the
I'm ready
sauce.
when you are.
I'm never gonna be ready. Listen, Bob.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready to go to work.
Wait, let me get my milk ready. Cause my lips about to
Go.
burn again. Hey,
Go.
Got this. Woo!
I think that's a big
Yeah.
like.
All
That's
right.
right. That's how you do it.
Who is the weirdest person you've met in person that you've met on Twitter,
Woo.
Facebook, or GroupMe, etc.? And
Name names.
name them names. Don't be capped. No cop outs.
Facts. I forgot about that
If you
question.
gotta do an at name and not a real life name, I understand that.
Damn.
Damn, you got to name the people?
Yeah, that's not my question. That's wrong question. I mean, that's Lee's question.
Yeah. I should have asked that, yo. I was going to, but Lee
That's
beat
a
me
Lee
to it.
question?
Yeah, bro.
Oh, that's convenient.
You talking about it froze.
Talking about some damn.
Oh no.
Look at Colors. Yo, Colors is polite as fuck. She cut her camera off and did what she had to do. I just stood my ass up to turn the light on.
Yo, for real. I've been up
Camera
and
on,
down
came
the
back
whole
with no
time.
jacket. She's like, I'm a little comfortable now. Hey, shout out to the racer check-in. We got the same chat.
Yo, I was on people. You guys all have like the same chair and shit.
It's
Nah,
so comfy.
Poodle shit raw with sale. She got that shit custom made. One of her fans
Oh,
bought
what?
her that bitch.
Is that what it is? Is that what it is? What does it say on the back of your
Probably
chair?
what?
That chair.
This from Amazon.
I'm just. Oh, Amazon. You gonna answer?
From Amazon.
If you don't feel comfortable, really out in
No,
it,
but
No,
streams-
Sensei,
no,
stop.
but-
Let her answer the question.
alright.
She ate the wing. She got the answer now. Ain't go through all that pain and not answer the question.
Well, my stream crashed. Hold on. Twitter actors. Oh my gosh, my throat. Oh god.
How convenient.
Exactly. How
Facts.
convenient is that? Wow. How convenient is fucking.
Fuck all y'all.
It's fucking that.
Can you repeat the question?
Who is the weirdest person you've met in person that you've met on Twitter, Facebook, or GroupMe, etc.? No cop outs. Name them niggas.
Weirdest person I met in person that I like
That
was
you
introduced on social media.
Yeah, basically.
That you've just met. That you met.
First time meeting. And
Um,
he was like, oh,
wait, what kind of weird are we talking about? Because like weird can be good or bad.
Whatever weird you thinking about.
whatever made you feel uncomfortable.
What?
Uncomfortable weird.
Yeah.
Because if we're talking about good weird, I would say Neku.
Okay, and then uncomfortable weird.
Uncomfortable weird. I don't know Neku's real name,
What is
unfortunately,
group
so I
me?
can't.
Group me.
Hmm?
Just another form of
GroupMe
social
is
media.
where all the minds meet up.
It's an app. It's basically an app where you can link up with a whole.
Bad weird,
Yeah.
like
That's what the
I
anime community is right now.
bad weird, like I would never probably talk to them ever again, and I think that they're like the epitome of scum.
She's gonna say no one.
Prodigy.
Hey,
Mm.
we got a name.
Oh shit!
Is that a girl or boy?
As a guy.
Yeah, he gotta know it. He
Oh
He
gotta
beat
know
kiss
it
my
too.
entire
He gotta
ass.
know it too.
Damn!
Hey, Leak, you
You
got
said
your
you can
question
kiss your
answered.
entire ass.
Faceless said, I already know what you had to say.
What do you do?
Yeah, that's another question.
That's
What
too
did he do?
personal.
That's too
It's
personal.
too
She-
personal.
she said-
I'm not gonna say it on social media.
Alright, cool.
You only get one question, damn it.
I know y'all trying to get followed. Y'all like y'all know the
He said,
person.
"What do you do? What's his sin? Where does he live?
No,
what does
I
he
don't
do
need to
for
know
a
all
living?"
that. I
For
don't need to know
real.
all that. I just wanted to know what made it that weird. But you know, I understand. Respect. You hear me?
We have our own personal reasons why, and the people that I know and the people that he knows why I feel that way, and that's all that matters. So
what's
I'm
that-
not
what's
gonna
that,
I'm not gonna blast him. That's one I said a name because obviously I did the challenge, but
Good job.
You know the
personal
dog. You know the
business.
dog. I was about to Google and search that nigga.
All right. I think I got time for one more, and then I gotta bounce because I got a movie.
What movie are you gonna go see? Bad Boys.
Indeed.
Enjoy that.
It's so good.
I heard
It
it.
Why are
is
you so late
Enjoy
watching
it.
it?
Yo,
Enjoy
relax,
it, man.
G. Stop.
Because
Stop
not everybody got.
Bro, I haven't
Stop
watched it
late.
yet either.
Stop late
Chill.
shaming me. Stop late shaming me.
I'm taking
Didn't
all
it
y'all
just
black
come out,
cards.
like, 2 days
Every
ago?
Came
single
out last
last
weekend.
one.
Wow.
Oh, I thought it came. I just went to see it on Thursday. I thought it came out this
Hey,
week.
I haven't seen it yet either, yo. So
Me either. So
She late
Listen.
shaming us. She's late
Listen.
shaming us.
Late shaming.
Guys,
That's a
I
thing.
am such
I didn't know
an
kink
avid
shaming
like
was.
I love a well choreographed fight scene / like gun choreography.
Yeah.
That movie and like I went to the like 10:30 like 10:45
So you
basically it
asleep as
started.
fuck?
Went to the
Mhm.
tired. I was so tired and I'm that girl that like I fall asleep in the movies all the time. I fell asleep
Bro.
during Endgame. I took a quick 10-minute,
Bro,
just a
no.
quick 10-minute nap. Y'all know
Quick
that
10-minute
movie was
you missed
3 hours
everything.
long.
10
That
minutes.
movie
Yeah,
was
that
3 hours
was-
long. It's
Endgame
too
was
fucking
dumb
long. Okay, it was dumb long. Okay, I took a quick nap, but yeah, I went in.
You said an alarm
Came
too?
from work. Got home, like quickly got ready, went to the movies, tired as fuck. Got there, and I'm like, I'm probably gonna take a quick vibe, just like a quick vibe.
Don't
Whether give some like
fucking G. You went with your God.
exposition
Did you
or
go with,
something.
like, did you go with like your God? or
But
somebody like that?
listen,
Cause that shit crazy.
the guy.
bro.
No, I went with like 2 or 3 friends.
Okay. Like,
But,
when I go to the
yo.
movies with my girl and she fall asleep, I got an issue. But go
From
ahead.
start to finish, I did not sleep. I was up. It was a great balance of like. I will say, I was really annoyed with Martin Lawrence in it. I'll say that.
Really?
And I feel like
you don't
that's
like his,
everyone.
You don't like his
He's the only-
puffy face now?
His no. The role they gave him was annoying. I'm not going to give too much away,
Thank
but
you.
he was just more. He was too Martin Lawrence-y.
He
A
was
little
too
bit
much
too
of
Martin
him.
Lawrence. And I
Like from Martin?
yeah, and I get that that's his role, but I think I haven't seen him in a long time, and I was like,
That's a fact, we haven't.
You're
Yeah.
you're annoying me. But it was a great
too
film
old for
from
you.
start to finish. It was a great film from start to finish, and like such a good balance of like action, comedy, and it was shot so well. Like I love something that is like shot a certain way. The plot isn't like knocked over your head. It's like the scene. Anyway, just go see it. Let's
I
fucking
will.
go see
I
it.
am
I'm
going
not
to
gonna
go
I thought
see
the
it. As
ending
long-
enough to
was
say
kinda-
all this.
As long
I
as
thought the
Poodle
ending was kind of cheesy.
can end this stream soon.
Go, bye.
Wrap it up,
Damn, you just
sister.
kicked me out. She said, bye.
You the one that said you gotta go. Bye.
Bye.
I'm trying
Bye,
to
nigga.
stick it out, but if you got 7
Bye.
hours more, 7 more hours to be streaming.
I got
We started at 2. It's only 4:30.
So
Oh.
that's
a whole
2.5
2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
2.5 hours.
I mean, y'all can go. I'm not getting off.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Sure.
I
You
got
about
a
to go-
movie too.
Did you have another question or you good?
Yeah.
I'm fine. My mouth burned.
She is dying over there.
I'm concerned about.
She been dying.
You
I'm
over
gotta-
there.
concerned about my
you gotta-
mouth burn though.
You got to end this pod segment though.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Any
Wrap it up.
last thoughts on any of the topics? Any advice to give any of your viewers? And if you
Um,
want to say something ignorant, now is the time to say it.
Hey, yo
No,
to the
I don't have
doghouse,
anything.
man. I shout out to y'all, bro. I ain't met
Will
you
you stop
niggas
saying
yet.
that?
I ain't met you niggas yet, but I hear you niggas is cool as hell, man. Fuck with us at the Worst Jam Podcast. My bad, that's GB bag. Fuck with the kids, Sensei Lit Glove. Subscribe to my YouTube channel at Sensei Lit Glove. Follow me on Twitter at Sensei Lit Glove. Follow me on Instagram at Sensei Lit
Love
Glove.
you. Thank you for the
Don't.
follow.
Oh, you said who? Oh, somebody followed you. I bet. Fuck with the Worst Jam Podcast, man. We them niggas. Poodle, thanks for having me on. It was a pleasure watching you suffer eating blazing hot wings. We got to do this shit again, man. It's always a pleasure when we link up with Poodle and talk gaming and anime and funny kinky shit. Apparently.
oh yeah,
Tentacle porn.
facts.
Yeah, this is great. I'm glad I got to meet all of you guys.
What's up, colors? Yeah,
You guys
gang.
are
Nice meeting
so-
you too,
you guys
G.
are
Gang,
so
gang,
awesome.
gang.
And we
I
gotta have you on
finally
the
got
pod.
another one.
Word.
We gotta
You
have
should
you on the
come
pod.
the
You gotta
Watch
hop on the
Gen
pod, G.
Yeah, you got to come
Yeah,
kick it
you
with us
can.
now.
She's
Word.
cool.
We a bunch of cool people. Aside from what they say about me, I'm actually pretty nice and funny.
Bro,
Don't listen to
you
what-
painted this picture your damn self. We haven't said
Stop
anything.
lying. Stop lying. You guys were endorsing.
You hear it in person.
You endorse. What are you talking
Bro,
about?
you're
You
lying.
hear it in person.
You're
Like, we're
lying.
not
I'm astral
representing you.
projecting.
You're representing yourself.
Right.
Astral projecting right now.
What the fuck out
This
of
is not
here?
really me. Look, I can put my hands in
Talking
my head
about-
right now.
We talking the hologram wrong.
Hey, so all my niggas watching on YouTube, man, like the stream, fuck with the kid. Fuck with y'all.
Oh, word. My outro is follow me on Twitter. Let us pray. That is the word. Let us pray. 0. That's all.
I'm gonna drop their links in the comments.
Word.
I'm not doing that. So y'all better listen.
You better listen.
Well, follow me.
I'm
Let
not
us
doing
pray. Oh. Let us pray. 0.
Oh.
Follow the Worst Generation podcast. Rome is the greatest, and One Piece is the greatest, and
That's a fact.
JoJo is okay.
You tweaking.
Shout out to the doghouse and shout out to you, Poodle, for having us on the
Word.
pod.
Shout out
for
to
us
you
to do
too.
this stream together. Absolutely loved it. To all the supernovas that joined in, shout out to y'all.